you!
You're scared. And you should be.
This is not your company anymore.
Leave the cheek of CM Punk.
Out! Combo move! This is what they've been doing! Hey, McAfee!
Everyone shut the up and sit down!
We got a mom in the front row who taught her daughter how to suck dick!
I'm Mina Shirakawa. I used to be a model. I want to put on a big show.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the Saturday Shenanigans, hosted by yours truly, the Renegade J.J. Williams. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. CM Punk drama bullshit to the side. I still consider Hangman the worst AEW champion they've had. First of all, we're going to bring in Walter Cruz.
I said that as a joke when, what's his name, did his promo Monday. He said, I'm from a prestige university. I said he majored in Steiner, man.
We've got the Heb man, James Hebert, in the house.
I do really cool and dumb things on the internet.
Right. A lot of shit going on here. A lot of fucking crazy ass shit.
Where is Noah JD? Well, say his name and he appears, because we believe in Noah Foster.
Fuck is this intro? It is one of those things where as fans we do have these desires of what we want to see, but sometimes you can't always get what you want, and there are reasons you truly don't get what you want. I wouldn't even listen to this in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. What the fuck is this shit? God, rapid whack. Like I said, never been a greater time to be a wrestling fan than with more companies in a more lucrative spot, in a more comfortable business spot, in a sense of mind, it seems, than ever. Again, WWE is not the only one. It is not the end-all, be-all. So let's go back to the Renegade Wrestling JJ Williams to get the official word. JJ, speak!
Make sure you tune in every week, because you never know who's going to drop in to join the shenanigans. Catboy is in the house.
Hello, my internet family. I say if you want to make them as evil as possible, make them really mad.
We have Mansfield joining the party now. What is going on, Josh?
Like I told no one when we were in Cleveland, him joining Chase U was just an unfortunate side effect of my shenanigans towards you, JJ. I know how it can get better, Noah. The panel chooses you.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
He said that so like.
We got some of the intro back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's just like how you and I had lunch together the other week.
That was different.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King is here. Say his name and he appears. We believe in King A-Train. There are so many believers in Joe Hendry. The only person on this panel that doesn't believe in Joe Hendry is King A-Train. Tell the world why you do not believe in Joe Hendry.
The reason I do not believe Joe Hendry is he is Fandango 2.0 in a entrance merchant. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Hey! There's nothing wrong with being an entrance merchant. He has some of the best entrances of all time.
Teleporting into the command center, all the way from Angel Grove High, Datilla.
Oh, yeah. I went to the command center on Thursday. I went to Vasquez Rocks, which is where they filmed a lot of episodes. Somebody actually climbed to the very top of those rocks. I made it halfway. I was like, I'm not going up there. Definitely Toni Storm versus Mariah May. That's the one match I probably am looking forward to the most. I really like the story. I'm familiar with all about Eve, so if it plays out that way, I kind of know how this is gonna go.
Say goodnight, Datilla.
Good night.
James, you did say his name. So he shall appear, ladies and gentlemen, the first time on the Shenanigans. Jeff Meacham is in the motherfucking house.
Ah! All right, we're coming in hard with the botch. All right, fucking hell. It's good to be back. It's good to have an opportunity to talk to the crowd on a Saturday. If you want to have yourself stomach through it, you can go back and watch when the Main Event Mafia took over Impact. That's what James is talking about. So if everybody just joined us, we're talking about people sedating people, attempted murder, boys, and tips. Welcome to Saturday Shenanigans, everybody. Aren't you glad I'm back?
Welcome back, Jeff.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It is now official. His time is up, and our time is now. It is our time to celebrate the career of arguably the greatest of all time. What is going on, everybody? And welcome to the weekly moderated insanity that is the Saturday Shenanigans. I am your regular humble host, the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams, back in the hot seat once again. And I know that there is one person who is eternally grateful for that. The simple man, Noah Foster. How are we doing this evening, bruv?
Doing well. Listening to the Horvitz New World Symphony for Darling General Walter and see how long I can deal with y'all for what is back on my normal deadline, 2 hours, starting as you requested now. Either way, it was a nice, humble experience and a pretty fun show, and also just an overall nice day overall. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Freaking go.
Sounds good. Well, the next person I was going to bring in looks like he's got something on his screen, so we'll go ahead and bring in the reliable one, Walter Cruz. Good to have you here, good sir. I see you're still rocking your Cena garb.
Yep. What's going on? Long time no see.
Right. I had to take the jersey off. It was too fucking hot. Even as cold as it is here in SoCal, which for us, it's like mid 50s right now. But in the next few hours, it's going to drop down to the 40s. But even with all that, with the adrenaline and the excitement of everything in the watch along, I was actually starting to sweat there during the main event. So I just had to ditch the jersey.
I get it. Yeah.
I still got 3 layers on, though. I've got a black t-shirt. I've got an orange and gray long sleeve t-shirt with a hood on it. And then I've got my Santa shirt. So I can at least lose one more layer if I need to.
Makes sense.
Gonna bring in the other guy who was sitting there with me for the call, man. I would ask him if he's ready, but I already know the answer is F no. How are we doing, Meacham?
Wow, that shot looks like shit on the phone. I apologize for my changed appearance. I am also streaming this on the Jeff Meacham Network and the Greg Cherry brand. So therefore, I am on my phone for now. I'm going to try to get back on the computer to see if I can do both. We'll see. But for now, start the count. 1.
All right, we're keeping count. The Jeff Booze counter.
Yeah, 1 tequila soda, and we are off and running, kids. It is what it is. I am not okay. It's not even disappointment in the finish. It's just I'm not okay with what's happening, and I'll try to be as we go along here. But the drinking will help.
All right, and there's 4 of us on the screen. There's 4 regulars, if you will, but we've also got in the green room. Won't say 4 non-regulars, but some of whom it's been a while since they've joined us here on the Shenanigans.
Yeah.
First person we're going to bring out is everybody's favorite holiday elf. How are we doing, Mr. Mansfield?
Yeah.
2 things. 1, 50 into the 40s, you lucky motherfucker.
Huh?
It is in the 20s, snowing like crazy here.
Oh, okay.
And the roads are crap. So you lucky motherfucker.
Hey.
Well, in fairness, we live in Southern California.
Yeah.
It snows like 1 day a year if we're lucky. And the amount of snow is not enough to stick on the ground to call home about. It's just enough to record a 30-second video so we could be like, see, it does snow here on occasion. Because I've done that before.
Except for Sleeping Beauty Castle.
There's still Snoopy Beauty Castle today.
Well, yeah, that's
You
because it's
could
Disney.
remember this is what you're going to have to deal with coming up soon.
Not happening, as it turns out.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You're out of the loop, Josh, as usual. It's okay.
What else is new?
It's all good.
And the other thing was, that's cold.
Whew, holy cow! I'll be honest. I started tearing up during that last video package. I finally broke down with Cody's spontaneous interview after the show ended. So yeah.
Well, see, we didn't watch or at least I didn't watch the post show. I was watching NoDQ.com and Aaron Rift with his recap. So
as I encouraged.
Yeah, to NoDQ.com.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to see everyone boo Triple H, and it was fun.
And that's fine, but the only time you don't have to watch is on Tuesdays, and we know why, and that's okay.
Well,
but we digress.
Yes, let's bring some of these other people in. We got another person waiting in the green room who it's been a long time since we've seen on any of the Multiverse of Media channels.
Oh,
and I know it's somebody that is going to make Josh extra happy.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Maddie Laws is in the house. Josh's Christmas wish came through extra early this year.
Yeah, boy.
I'm even wearing the throwback jersey.
Wow.
And
Jeff,
the old school hat.
He doesn't have to worry anymore. I have a girlfriend now.
Oh, look at you, Mansfield.
Well, hell, I'll toast to that. Shit.
But before we get started, everybody, I'm wearing the throwback jersey. I'm wearing the throwback hat for a reason. But what did you all expect?
Preach. Yes.
What did you guys truly expect from a legend going out on their final match? Also, my co-host over at West Coast Weekly also told me that I've got 2 matches I need to watch on the other promotion, so we'll get to that later, I'm assuming.
Possibly. Tonight is mainly going to be focused
It's
on
mostly for Cena, and that's why I'm here.
Right.
Yes. All right, so now we'll get into some of the more normal regular guest appearances. He was with us on the call tonight. Give it up. He's not an Aussie wannabe. He is the original Big G.
Yeah.
What is up, Big Baller?
What is up, my fellow peeps?
My fellow peeps.
Don't start with the football shit, Josh. Like I said, if they were going to do a John Cena Cleveland Brown shirt, it would be a porta potty. So shut the fuck up.
I was going to be nicer about it with one drink in, but yeah, Josh, shut the fuck up. Okay.
And that would be the same if they did a Cleveland Indians or a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey.
Hey, the Cavaliers had at least a winning season in the last decade.
The last time the Indians won something, it was a major league movie.
Last time the Indians won something, they were still the Indians.
Yeah, you know.
At least the Cavaliers have a world title. Thank you, LeBron.
The Cavaliers have the NBA
Fair
title. So
enough.
good. Yeah, there
Fair
you go.
enough.
Yeah.
And joining us to let me know that all my stats are approved.
Yes.
Fat Boy Mike is in the building.
Woo. First, let's talk about the weather, because it's not just cold in Ohio; it's cold in East Tennessee. We're gonna get into the teens thanks to that Arctic snap, and the way you guys keep. I know, really. And the way you guys keep throwing out sports references, come into the damn bar on Sports Bar on Monday nights while I'm talking football. In the meantime, it's about John Cena, which is who we're going to talk about tonight. Thank you.
Hey, I will say this. I thought of you, dude, when they showed that big stat screen with the final match graphic or whatever, and it was pointed out they forgot Mr. Money in the Bank. I'm like, oh, Mikey would be ashamed of that stat board.
Believe me,
forgetting things. Especially with Mr. Money in the Bank the face was dedicated to the Casa. Like the fuck, man.
Yeah, indeed.
If you want, I can shoot a link for you tomorrow for the football.
Football, yes, football will be tomorrow, kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big weekend.
But Maddie, if you didn't know, Statboy has been hosting weekly watch-alongs for Monday Night Football. So if you want, you can always join him there. I'm sure he'll shoot you the link.
I would be there Monday, Mikey, but I'm going to be going to Raw and SmackDown on Monday night.
Handle your business. The Titans beat the Browns, so I'm happy.
So do my Steelers proud on Monday night.
Oh, I'm ticked off at your Steelers. You've got a Viking on there. Move on.
Oh, Adam Thielen, yeah.
Move on.
I'm having Noah Foster brain. No more.
That's why I said move on. Move on.
Last person waiting in the green room is the newest addition to the Simply Reliables family. The Canadian king of food, Nick Ferrantes, in the house, bringing us to the Brady Bunch layout.
I'm dead center. I didn't expect this.
I'm in the perfect spot because I'm looking at the time before I can bid you all a fine adieu.
Right, Kenny Omega. Nick, how are we doing tonight, good sir?
Doesn't fit.
What are you doing? Well, we learned back in 1994, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Hi, hey, boys. What's up?
You're getting the birds and the bees talk pretty late, man, Nick.
This is why I only deal with these yahoos on a consistent, limited basis, folks.
Hey,
I really want to start this, JJ, when Maddie's in the same chat as me.
Too many people talking.
A very wise man told me, and take this to the bank. Ready? Big men make little decisions, but little men make big decisions. Take that with what you will.
I'm 5'8", and that does not equate.
The Hornswoggle book this damn finish. Got it.
I'm 4'10".
I was told once that wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
That's right.
Bullshit. If it's 40 minutes, it's 40 minutes or it's free, motherfuckers.
That's right.
Why are you shaking your head, Mikey?
No, what are we at timer-wise? What are we at?
Don't instigate, Nick. Don't instigate.
Yeah, please don't.
We want Noah to lose track of time because he's having so much fun that he stays past his 2-hour mark. We don't want Noah to constantly be looking at his phone and be like, 159.59, motherfuckers, follow me if you choose, I'm out.
Okay.
By the way, Jeff, was that Elijah or Ezekiel sitting next to Kevin Owens? Because
it was Elias.
Sorry.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
Thank you to Aaron Rift for pointing that out because I didn't even think about it
You
when
didn't
it
see
happened.
that?
No, I saw it, but I didn't think about the connection at first
Oh,
until
yeah.
he mentioned it. It was like, oh yeah, Elias,
That-
Ezekiel,
Yep.
Kevin Owens, like.
Yep.
So I got to time out for a second because me and my Canadianness, I can't not point it out. Mr. Matty, what do we got? Who are we rocking there, buddy? Who are we rocking? Yeah, buddy. There you go.
Damn.
Sova.
This was my dream jersey, and my brother got it for me for Christmas last year. So
I remember that. That's awesome, man.
when we're doing John Cena, throwback little stream, I gotta get the throwback. I gotta go with Toronto. Vince Carter, my favorite player of all time.
Dude, you got to get the throwback black jersey. Those ones are nice.
There you go.
Oh, dude, the purple was the one that I was seeking out forever.
For sure.
JJ, before we move into it, for recap so far, Canada Dry, Fruit Splash, and Terramana, beautiful combination.
So we're getting fucked up, Jeff Meachin.
Oh, fuck, yes, we are. Terramana and Baja Blast, not so good. So we're gonna throw this one back in a hurry and get going to a different one. So pardon me.
Go figure he's plugging the Rocks tequila on Cena's last night.
Goddamn right I am. Goddamn right. Hey, if John wants to produce a drink, now that he's retired, doesn't have to be freaking Mr. Keep It Clean anymore. We all know he ain't clean. Listen to the Horseman's Hall of Fame speech. Flair fucking dimed him out. So, just saying.
Cena will come up with the drinks with the ingredients you can't see.
That's true. Right. Hey, Noah,
They'll all be clear.
Noah, can you explain to me the fundamentals of tag team wrestling in AEW?
Can we not with that tonight? Jesus.
This isn't the day for that, Nick.
I
Tonight is
know.
all about Cena.
Noah's looking so uninterested.
Don't drive. You know what? If you drive him away, we're gonna kick you out of here.
I'm trying to help him.
No, you're not. You're trying to ruin all the rest of us.
Oh man, how I've missed this so fucking much.
Yeah, well, and like we said last week, the fundamentals of tag team wrestling in AEW, the women's side got the WWE to get their head out of their ass for their women's tag team division. So I'm here for it. Let's fucking
Well,
go.
anyways, here's the
yes.
story of the not seen, never seen 17.
Wow, that was
Get to it.
Yeah. All right.
That sounded like you just had 5 drinks and we're like, I'm about 15.
All right, Jay.
Are we ready now?
You're over here.
Are we good?
Hi, how are you?
Please.
Okay, very good.
Please.
Okay, so we are gathered here this evening.
It sounds like a wedding.
For Maddie and mine's wedding.
More like a funeral, but you know.
Yeah, you know. Look.
But look, we're all here tonight because we want to pay homage to the career of John Cena.
Yes.
So I want to start off, Big G and Josh were kind of on the pre-show, so I'm going to bypass them here on this. But I just kind of want to go around the room and get, just a few moments from everybody about what John Cena means to them or meant to them now that the final decision has been rendered. The shoes, wristbands, and armband were left in the ring, and he disappeared behind the curtain. Aaron was saying leave the jorts behind too, and it's like, well, on the one hand, I don't think everybody and their mama wanted to see him go up the ramp in his underwear.
No.
What could have been a fun moment is if he pulled the jorts down and the trunks from his debut match were underneath them.
There you go.
So he could have gone out the same way he came in.
And to
leaving
be fair,
the jorts behind as a signal,
Yeah. To be fair, underwear is Peacemaker's gimmick anyway, not John Cena's.
Exactly. So
I don't need to see that shit ever again either, John, for the record. HBO, I'm looking at you. No.
So I'm going to start with the center square, Matty Laws. Then we'll hop up to Noah. Then we'll go around and end with me and you, Jeff. Matty, go ahead. What does John Cena mean to you?
I was 4 years old when John Cena debuted.
Why do I feel like the story is gonna go with it happened to a friend of a
damn bottle, Jeff.
If it starts with it happened to a friend of a friend of mine.
This isn't going to go forever.
No, I know.
I was 4 years old when John Cena debuted. I am a 27-year-old man now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's 23 years. And all I really have to say is John Cena was a huge portion of why I love professional wrestling. I know right now Jeff is wearing the Rise Above Hate right around the time that John Cena was the most hated. And I was still on Cena's side when I was about that age. Like, Cena means a whole hell of a lot to me and to a lot of people in professional wrestling. I want to thank him for the 23 years, thank him for most of my damn childhood. And yeah, honestly, without him, WWE probably would not have succeeded through a good portion of that.
That's a fair shout. Before we go any further, joining the party late, but better late than never. The Heeb man, James Hebert, is in the house.
Nice.
So we literally have a full room because StreamYard will not allow more than 10 people.
All right, I was going to ask that because my friends
maximum capacity right now.
Okay. Yeah, because my friends that were at the show are almost at the hotel. They were asking. I'm like, yeah, they'll bring in your virtual green room and then just sit tight. So,
yep.
Very good. Cool. Hi, James.
Hi.
Welcome, James. Okay, so we'll hop back up to Stat Boy.
Yeah.
Now that things have kind of rearranged just slightly with the addition. Stat Boy, what does John Cena mean to you?
He is the most entertaining, be inside and outside of the ring. I mean, whenever he would visit Fallon or on any show he was on, it was like, you know, he would make you laugh, he would make you cry and whatever. And, you know, the stats are still being finalized and everything. The book will be ready to go. I so want to give him his book, and that's my version of giving him his flowers, which he deserves. You know, it's amazing what he's done. He put his body on the line as long as he could, and he did it the right way. And that's all that matters, you know. It's one door closes, the next door opens. Who knows what he's going to do? It's a lock to put him in the Hall of Fame. And I still hope that one day I'll get to meet him, because all those years ago back in Las Vegas where I didn't want to stay out in the heat, I still regret that day. But hey, it is what it is and all that. I had this whole rant ready to print out and whatnot, but you know, I don't want to waste too many people's time, and I will gladly bow out if others want to come in. So that's a thing too.
Dude, Mikey, it's a 4-hour show. Say what you gotta say. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
say what you gotta say, dude.
I mean, it almost feels like just saying thank you, John, is not enough. You want to do so much more for the guy. You know,
that's true.
And that's all I really I can say thank you, John, over and over. And hey, if you ever come to East Tennessee, the book is yours. Bottom line. Thank you. You've earned your time off. Enjoy it. Live it. Pop up once in a while. We can see you, and we want to see a ring on your finger, not your wedding ring, but a Hall of Ring word life. There you go.
I want to see a wedding ring on his finger. I'm okay with him finding Shay and being happy.
Right?
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you could have worded that better, Mikey.
So Josh is the master of proper wording on the show now. Got it.
I'm going to go ahead and read this comment off just because he has the link to come in, but he may be too busy. I know he's been under the weather of late. But Ryan, the Wrestlefish, says, John Cena is the last of his kind. There will never be another John Cena. He is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
They started trying to replace him too early with Roman, and he had years left of drawing power left. Hashtag thank you, Cena.
Yeah.
All right. For what it's worth, we've been having a lot of spam comments and what on the other two channels, so I'm discontinuing those streams. Greg and Maddie, I know Matt wasn't streaming on your channel, but you're part of the Greg Cherry brand, so I'm gonna go back off this and come back on my phone. I'll be on my computer. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. While we wait for Jeff to pop back in, Simple Man, the floor is yours, good sir. What does John Cena mean to you?
Consistency, continuity, polarizing, but definitely a lifelong standard for anybody that tries to go in this pursuit. Dedicated, committed, battle-tested, disciplined, and humbled. He definitely was a constant when it came to this form that we call sports entertainment / professional wrestling. But either way, he impacted some aspect on anyone's life, whether you saw him in the ring or on the silver screen or on a freaking interview or on the Tonight Show or some other TV show. John Cena is one of those men that has transcended mainstream media in both combat and entertainment, and I majorly respect him for that. It's definitely one of those fans where I look at John Cena's career, let me some great moments, some great matches, some memorable promos, which always drew you in. He was Mr. Hype. He gave you some excite, but he always let the fans speak their mind. And he never necessarily threw it back at them or wanted them censored for it. In fact, he more so encouraged it. For me, John Cena was the definition of it is an open world, all are welcome, and I welcome you into it. You can't see me, might be a proverb for no one's on my level, but at the end of the day, we're all there to see him at that level. So I think for me, simply put, it's just a big thank you and appreciation. It never will be matched, but others can lead by example on many facets. We already see that right now in WWE, and I'm sure it will continue. Thank you, Cena.
All right. Thank you, Noah. Try to reorganize things here. All the technical difficulties.
Back where we was. Yeah, we had wonderful spam comments, and I guess people just aren't used to my channel being live, so it's like, what the hell? And then Greg's channel, I had to delete a wonderful ethnic comment that hasn't appeared on my channel in a while. It's like, all right, kids, thanks, fuck off. So,
yeah, I had to delete a couple of comments because one person, I don't even remember the username, got into all the feeds and started, typing in all caps stuff. And I'm just like, okay, why are you shouting person that I don't even know?
Right.
Comment deleted. But anyways.
Anyway, sorry. Yes.
Mr. Hebert, good sir. The floor is yours. Our resident Bostonian, if you will. What does John Cena mean to you?
Man, been a whirlwind of a day. So this was definitely the lull down, if you will, because that was an emotional wreck. I actually, it was emotional. I had damn near cried. I stopped myself. I love Cena, man. Like Cena, was one of the people early on, that, just like Rey Mysterio, gave me hope when I was young, as a child, brought me out of my autistic shell in a way. Got to meet him in a very unconventional way. He actually gave us wristbands because his line was so long in like a 2005 autograph signing at a Macy's. And I got to see him perform live at the South Shore Music Circus in Cohasset. He fought JBL that night. That was a very interesting show. Been a Cena fan ever since. I already was a Cena fan. That kind of solidified it for me. As a person, he's always my number one guy, right next to Ray. They're like 1A, 1B as far as childhood heroes. I have his DVD right here. John Cena, The Experience, is part of my backdrop. So to see him retire, the way that he retired was very fucking surreal. Great ending to cap off what was a great career. Very sad that he tapped because he gave up, and the way I don't know, that was a bit weird. But
in all fairness, though, and it was pointed out on the No DQ recap, John Cena has not tapped out since No Mercy 03.
I know. Yeah, I'm aware.
So just put that into perspective, folks. 22 years since John Cena tapped. Yeah. He's only tapped out 4 times prior to this. Twice
if he didn't smirk, I would be like, I'd be okay. Like if he didn't smirk and just had to tap because he was in too much pain, okay. For me, it was like weird, but that's like a booking thing for me. That's not. But what this is about.
I feel like the smirk was, it's over now.
Yeah.
It's finally over.
Yeah. I don't know. I call it a smirk. It was one of those. I'm not getting out of this again. Like it was more of a look of resignation. Like, okay, fuck it.
No, I agree with James. It did kind of look like a smirk, almost like a smile of sorts. But like I said, I think it was more of a, I'm happy. This is how I wanted to go out. I'm okay with this. Tap out.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, like I have no issue with like him retiring, and I get why he did it for Gunther, and that was huge for Gunther. I'm sure he'll run with that for ages. Not my favorite booking decision though, just because of his character over the last 2 decades plus. But
Real
hey,
quick,
it is what it is.
Papagino said the smirk was just like Roman when he lost to Cody.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was done in that regard, I would be okay with it, because the way Roman did it, it was like holy shit, I've done it. You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't like so obvious that he was like, I don't know. It was just done poorly, I guess. But hey, again, I'm doing the booking thing. It's not what this is about. I just care about Cena. That package killed me. Like, holy shit.
Right? Oh.
The leaving the armband in the ring, his father showing up on screen, him literally going through the entranceway one last time was insane. Man. Probably the last big draw of the old guard finally going away, man. That was a wild thing to see. Like that guy is one in a million. You know, it's funny that, I'm doing a documentary about 1 in a million. In wrestling, he is 1 in a million. There will never be another John Cena. There will never be
Wholeheartedly
another.
agree.
So,
I've been thinking about this a little bit, since we wrapped our stream, watching Aaron Rift's recap, getting ready to start this. And there's nothing really that I would have changed about tonight. The only thing that I can think of where I can say, maybe if they had done this, it would have just added to it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see Randy at ringside.
Yeah.
With
He isn't
everybody
Saudi,
else
isn't
there.
Saudi.
So what I would have done, and I didn't know he was in Saudi, but what I would have done is when Cena was standing there at the top of the ramp, I would have had Randy's music hit, have him come out there, and then have just to maybe not draw everything out, maybe hit like the old SmackDown music and have Brock and Batista come out so that you had the class of 02 together on the ramp for that one moment.
That would have been neat.
Yeah, I think that would have been a great, just the visual.
Yeah.
Because again, people can say what they will about Brock. Nothing has happened, in a court of law yet, so it's not my place to pass judgment. But to have that visual of Brock, Batista, Orton, and Cena together one last time, considering where everybody went in their careers, all world champions, all have had Hall of Fame worthy careers. 2 of them have made their name in Hollywood, in superhero franchises, no less. 1 in Marvel, 1 in DC. I just think that would have been a hell of a visual there. And Gino's saying they can do that when Brock retires, but they were in DC, which is Batista's home. So it just seems like that would have been a perfect opportunity. You know what I mean? But Nick, we're going to go to you now, good sir. What does John Cena mean to you? And no, there's no bleeding assholes to discuss here.
You know what? This was the first time where I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Okay, good.
I was going to take this seriously. How dare you? How dare you think of me like some bleeding asshole, Mark? God damn it.
Because I know you. Okay.
But you know what, JJ? I'm calling HR about this. I don't like
okay. Human resources, how can I help you?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being misrepresented. I'm
Let
telling
me
you.
let me transfer you to my associate, Jeff.
What? The fucking what? No.
In all seriousness,
yeah.
in all
John,
seriousness,
listen.
now,
John
Nick, what does
was
John Cena mean to you?
John. Listen, at the end of the day, you can like a certain, and I hope everybody doesn't take this as tribalistic. You can like one company. I think people know me enough here to where they know that I am an AEW guy. But you can't deny that John, he was our childhood. He was all of our childhood. Whether you like to admit it or not, he's the reason why a lot of us started watching wrestling, right? I like he's a talent that I think transcends wrestling more so than any other, because he's my generation's Hulk Hogan. He's my Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? Like I was never around. I wasn't here for Hulk Hogan. So to me, he's in wrestling terms, he's my Hulk Hogan. You got to give the guy his flowers. He said so himself. He would go until he couldn't go anymore, and I think he's not like a lot of old timers where they don't recognize that it's time to go. And I think he's recognized that, and he deserves, no matter what company you're for, no matter what company you root for, work in, you deserve, if he deserves his flowers. So I mean, nothing more to say on that one.
That's very fair. I mean, I will argue you on one thing. He was not my childhood. I was already 26 years old when the fucker debuted. I already was on my way to being an old man.
He was our childhood.
So y'all talking about y'all were 4 years old, 8 years old. I'm like, each and every one of y'all can eat a fat dick, because I was already like, 26 years old at that point, like old man status in comparison to the room. Freaking having people come into the spaces, coming on to the pre-show, talking about how young they were. Freaking Jeff needed to go grab his Ovaltine and a cookie. Oatmeal raisin, And now he's here drinking the Terramana because he can't deal with it anymore. But it's a deal, man. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Walter, it's on you, and then it'll come up here to the dads, if you will. What does John Cena mean to you, good sir?
Cena means that it's okay to be your authentic self. He was just his damn self. He's a white, for lack of it, he was a white kid from suburban America that liked hip hop and brought it onto TV, and he was just seriously his authentic self the entire time, no matter how much people booed him and hated him. And I really think people didn't really hate him. It was the booking of him. It was the Vince, and secretly it was the way Vince put him in your face all the time. That's what people really hated. It wasn't John Cena himself. People get that construed. And then what he represents, with how much the Make-A-Wish and how much he did for kids, like there is nobody that's going to touch him like that. Like I think he holds the record for how many wishes he granted out of any celebrity ever. So it's like, that's what he really means to me, that it's okay to be authentic yourself and never apologize for being yourself. And then what he represents to kids and doing that. And for somebody who's not a father himself, for him to be able to be like a substitute father for so many kids and give them hope. That's what the never give up thing was. Never give up. I know you got this crazy disease. I know you got this crazy diagnosis, but don't give up. You can fight. And that's what he represents to so many kids. So that's what he meant to me most above all.
All right. Mr. Meacham, good sir.
Me go not last. Okay, well, there you go. All right. Fuck.
I mean, I can go next if you want to bring up the rear. I mean, you communicate with him more than I do. So if you want to go last, I have no problem giving you that.
I would appreciate that because I'm still trying to just like kind of gather. Like I honestly want to hear what everybody has to say. That way I don't repeat somebody else's or like give them what's already been said. So.
I feel like I'm in an awkward position because I can't sit here and say that I always loved John Cena. You know, when he debuted and he fought Kurt Angle and he tried to display ruthless aggression, I was 100% behind him. And I was behind him for a good majority of his early career. Pretty much all the way up until the point where he got drafted to Monday Night. And once he got drafted to Monday Night, I feel like the in your face, as it was described, was pedal to the floor. And while I still supported him for a while, I started to tire of him very quickly. Because I was at a point, and maybe part of it is because I had just really discovered independent wrestling. But I was at a point where I'm like, there's so many talents on this roster that are way better in the ring that deserve the shine that he's taking. You know, Edge cashing in Money in the Bank, RVD defeating him at One Night Stand, you know, some of the others. And then you fast forward to John Cena single-handedly eliminating the Nexus at SummerSlam. You look at him crushing Rusev Day. You look at, and I'm just like, why? Why? And I said it off screen. I've said it on a few other streams. You know, John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, even The Undertaker are part of what pushed me away from pro wrestling because they were constantly in the title picture. Batista, another one. I was just over seeing these guys as the stars when there were the Kofi Kingstons, the Dolph Zigglers, the Mizes, all waiting, chomping at the bit to get their opportunity to shine. Wade Barrett should have been world champion at least once. You know, William Regal should have been world champion at least once. And none of these guys got their opportunity to shine. And it pissed me off. So I feel like I'm in a weird position here because I don't want to be not authentic because John was always authentic.
So I will say that I was always not a fan of the, you know, smothering of the Nexus. I always believed that Wade Barrett should have been a world champion at least 3 times over.
So I don't want to sit here and not be authentic because I feel that goes against what John was. So I'm going to be authentic. I feel like John was always dedicated. You can never argue the man's work ethic. I think the best way that I can describe what John means to me is to go into the personal side of things. Tim McGraw famously has a song called Humble and Kind. I think those 2 words define John to a T. Especially in a business where you don't find humility and humbleness. You find enlarged egos. John never was that guy. So that's what John means to me. Meacham, and then your friend, I believe, is in the green room waiting to come in. So
if I may be so not humble, I would like to hear Pete's thoughts before mine. So I will give the intro because it's my friend. But he's a fan. He became a fan watching our stuff, but he is also a fellow Kings fan. So shut the fuck up. Gotta make sure we include that in the intro. He is a annual attendee of our Kings versus Capitals game whenever the Capitals come into Los Angeles. So loyal is he to the Capitals audience. Actually at the Kings Capitals game in Washington recently, and he and his girl were at Saturday night's main event tonight. So with a live perspective of the last time we will ever see the Never Seen 17, my friend, soon to be your friend, Pete, come on in, brother.
Damn. What's up, everyone?
Good to see you, Pete. So I will also say Pete and I finally got a selfie together during the hockey season part of the year after spending damn near 3 days together in San Diego and didn't take one fucking picture because we suck.
Plus, our food took forever at Cheesecake Factory, so I mean,
yeah, Cheesecake Factory table of 10, not drunk off the one beer. Right, Pete? But anyway, yeah, you and Rach were there, man. I am. It was one of those. If I didn't have to work yesterday, and I didn't have to work tomorrow, I would have been there. And you know this. Told you this.
I wish you could have pulled up. It's funny because I think the only empty seat in the entire arena was next to us.
Fucking course it was.
Literally, I did a scan of the whole arena. There's not one empty seat except the one next to us.
Dick. Oh, man. DC pulled a dick move on me. It must have been because we beat the Capitals when they were here. Anyway.
So true.
So you were there.
Yes.
For Pete background, not part of the entirety 23 years of the C Nation at all. He is a acknowledged part of the bloodline support for the record, but he is not a devoted follower that ever seen 17, but he went to show his respect. And I want to hear where you were at in the crowd, man. How are you feeling being part of all that?
But I will answer. I just want to say, take note. This is a historic moment. This is my first time ever wearing John Cena gear ever.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Fair.
Yes. I'm not gonna reveal much, but underneath is literally my Cena suck shirt. Okay.
Take it off. Take it off.
Okay. I mean, so I'm gonna see Ray is currently showering and she's like very, very, very exhausted. So her opinion is always
fair. That's fair. I was just totally just kneeling. It's like, say it's for me.
No, of course. So let me just say, we were in the lower 100 section, so behind commentary at like a left diagonal view. So and
not
Jeff
bad.
can share any photos. I got very lucky to get pre-sale, which is the first time I bought pre-sale ever in like the last 2 years.
Nice, dude.
It's crazy that I say by the way, I'm sorry. Hi everyone. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, man. I gave you the intro. They know your names, Pete. It's all good.
Sorry, this is like my first time on camera in like years. So, but it was, first of all, that was our view. Crowd was hot. Definitely one of the hottest crowds I've been a part of in a very long time, bar none. Inside, I don't know how it came out on TV yet. Obviously, I think the only one booing John Cena was me up until kind of the match started. Then I had to cheer because I don't want to get killed in DC.
That's fair.
But obviously, I think right now everyone's giving their thoughts on the ending with the very, very loud. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah, the loud like "fuck you, Hunter" chants. And I understand it because obviously as I was listening to you guys, like what Cena has built up in his time in as being, you know, John Cena. However, one, he was smiling, so I just there's a part of me that feels it was his idea. And second, John, as much as I want to always say, like I boo him and I just don't like the character of John Cena himself, I've always respected. And he always said that the day he felt he couldn't give his absolute best and he would not quote unquote give up, but the day he feels he can't be who he is, he would leave.
Yeah.
I feel him tap out, very symbolic of I can't give any more to this business. And even though that he put on a great match, Gunther wasn't my pick. That's more of a controversial take, I guess, but I think the match delivered what it needed to. And I feel like it doesn't matter what result could have happened, you're gonna have people that are upset either way. But being live in the crowd, I didn't film any part of the match because I want to be in the moment. In the moment. Obviously people were very, very much booing Gunther. It really felt like an old school type of match where you have a clear-cut face, clear-cut heel. I can't believe being a fan who really got into wrestling 2005, but like being a teenager through the Super Cena days that I heard a Super Cena chant in my life.
Right? I was
Those
thinking
were days
of
those
you.
kickouts. Yeah, the days of those kickouts being cheered or were never even imaginable back in the 2010s.
No.
But it was certainly one of those matches that I'm very thankful to have been there live because it's one of those, you know, he is a once. He says Brock is once in a generational, Cena's once in a generational. I don't see someone ever getting to the level that Cena did, both on screen or off screen. And you can make arguments, and there might not be. Like times have changed. Would Cena have done well this time or this time? Whatever. Everyone is there for one common cause, to pay respect to someone that in some way, shape, or form has touched them as a wrestling fan, or whether it's, you know, in the ring, outside the ring, you know, character work and so on and so forth. So I would say that, you know, being a part where it didn't really matter for like a storyline perspective, it didn't matter like in-ring quality, people were just gonna love what they see, or until the ending, so forth, I should say, because people are very much critical of a tap out finish. But I'm not going to say people are not entitled to their opinions. I always believe in that. It's just, I feel you have to look at what the tap out represents in the story of Johnson. That's just my take.
No, it's a valid take. You and I talked about that at dinner. It's like, you know, the problem with the internet wrestling community is people think that their opinion is the only one that matters.
Of course.
And, you know, you and I have talked about this. You are not fond of the man who used to be Brother Love. And you know, you and I go back and forth on that with Bruce. But Bruce made one of the most valid points I've ever heard. And his pseudo replacement for a while on the same podcast, John Layfield, both said the same thing. The people that are on the internet complaining or whatever, it doesn't matter. The people they want to hear the critiques from are the people that are like you tonight, like us in San Diego. People that paid to go see the audience, sit in the audience and get their reaction. Those are the people that matter. And the 19,000 of you tonight in Washington, the 40-something thousand of us in San Diego, we were visceral. If for no other match than for John's match. I still say John's match was the only one that got a complete, thorough, all the way through legitimate reaction. In San Diego. Both War Games matches were fun, but the finishes were the men's. It was the women's was a great match, but it was like it felt shoehorned again, like it did last year. The Stephanie and Nikki match, you and I did that. We're good. I'm done talking about that bullshit till New Year's Eve when I get to see Nikki, hopefully. But the John Cena matches, he said it on Chris Van Vliet's show and on Pat McAfee's show yesterday. whether you loved it or hated it in each match, there was zero apathy. And that is something that is so much of a bitch to attain from the wrestling fan in 2025, is to not have apathy. If you can get past the apathetic part of it, everything else is pretty much fucking gravy.
I 1000% agree. And it's actually the question I've been asking everyone today, mostly because it's all been Cena talk, is remove John Cena from 2025 in, I'm not going to say professional wrestling, in WWE.
Yeah.
Was this year, would you consider this year, granted we have 2 weeks left, a successful year? And I told you this at dinner. I'd say without Cena, this year is a failure, a massive L.
Yeah.
And you know, you have the Hunter bootlickers that are gonna love everything he does. You're gonna have the Hunter bootlickers that hate everything he does, and vice versa. But I feel tonight, prior to the ending, it didn't matter what they do. You're there for John. You're there to support John Cena. And then, yeah, you know, I think because my take on the finish,
okay,
I liked it, but it was not my go-to. It's not like that was what I wanted. I would have preferred he passed out, but I'm not like willing to like kick down doors and say he shouldn't have tapped out.
Right.
I'm actually, it was a friend of Ray's that we met at the show that brought up a very interesting question that I had not thought of. If Gunther taps him out, where does Gunther go from there? You just tapped out John Cena. Now it's like, well, now he has to be given a title. Otherwise, where's this momentum leading? Is he just now going to run through a gauntlet and retire everyone? Who's next? AJ? Brock?
Well,
like, it's, you know, yeah.
JJ brought that up, that why not? He was the most dominant Intercontinental Champion of all time now. Blew Honky's record out of the fucking water. 2-time world champion in a calendar year. Has been a champion, I think the stats down from 90% where it was, but been a champion for a good 3/4 of his career in WWE, including NXT and NXT UK.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel, and again, we're kind of deviating a little bit off John, but you know, in tapping out John Cena and retiring Bill Goldberg, and by the way, everybody watching home, sorry everybody keeps falling by the wayside. Everybody's emotionally exhausted from this night, and people are just going to bed, and I don't blame them one bit. Like they're all tapped out, and I get it. So thank you guys for participating tonight. Those of you that did. I feel like Gunther is in that same, not near the star power or the company carrying guy that Roman Reigns was. He's in that category though of he don't need the title. Like Gunther can go on this retirement kick now. AJ wants to bow in 2026. Cool. Let Gunther do it. Brock Lesnar rumored to retire. Put him in the ring with Gunther in Minnesota. Holy fuck. Yes,
I'm going to Minnesota, bro.
You dick.
Hotel is booked because it's free, but it's not like I pay.
Well, if it's her booking, then I got nothing. I can't touch that shit. My girl. Anyway. But yeah. Anyway, we've been going around the room today during the pre-show, and then now. You were there for the live part, and that's great. You were there for John Cena's last 2 matches live, that's fucking amazing for you. I'm so happy for you, dude. Overall, what is John Cena meant to you? You've been watching, you said, since 2005, so you came into the fandom around the time that he first became WWE champion.
Okay. John Cena has been the embodiment of my fandom of professional wrestling. To have a larger than life character. I'm going to say so many uhs in this response because I have to find the right words, but that's just how polarizing he is to me.
Go for it, dude, please.
I became a fan of Batista, as you know, and of course that's why I just by definition didn't like Cena. But being able, I think this was the first person, even though I didn't start in 2002 when he made his debut, it is the first person in professional wrestling that I can say I followed and feel like I was a part of the journey with them, because it's more like a representation of myself, of staying true to who you are. And I never wavered on my opinion on John Cena, even with the shirt on right now. I've always said I don't like John. I'm not going to cheer John. And this is all John Cena, the character.
Yes.
But I feel the character is so much related to the man he is. And that has earned my respect. And I feel like he certainly taught me that you stay true to your opinions regardless of the noise around it. Because this man was being eviscerated by crowds, both loved and hated. And he was sticking true to whether or not it's scripted, whatever you want to say about whatever. He has basically been what I would consider a role model, in the sense of not someone to look up to in a way of like, I want to be like him. I want to be like myself. I want to be myself. And I'm probably repeating and this response, but it's really interesting to have been watching his final match, because the whole time I'm watching it, I'm also remembering like being in front of the TV and seeing like him in his orange come out with the title, and I couldn't wait for him to drop it. And here I am, like literally just wanting to like bawl my eyes out in front of 19,000 people. Like it's the journey of where I was basically like when I first was introduced to him to where I'm at now. And I feel like he's in that same boat of like where his career was at that time, where he was kind of starting, getting bigger, and then getting his first title win, and now retiring. It's really, I'd say he is definitely meant like how to act, how to be yourself, and just be an all-around good person. If that answers your question in any sort of way, because it's that's
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Like I did not want to cheer him tonight, but leave it to John Cena to make me be like, fuck you, Gunther, like kick his ass, John. The only time I'm wearing Cena gear, man. Like that's
it was a lot easier to boo him in San Diego when it wasn't just about him and Roman was there, so it was a lot easier.
Very easy.
Yeah.
I just think it was such a shock tonight. Like everyone's losing their mind, but like in the run to the ring and the crowd and his pose and everything, it just felt more like you just knew like it's really the last time. Like there was no and I'm sorry, I'll let you say your piece. I also really didn't. I don't know what it was like online. I haven't really been online. I haven't been reading any rumors or anything. For once, I felt like there was no of this backstage talk of like what's happening after the match. Like, what is Rock coming? Is there one more? You just knew when he was in that ring, this is it.
Yep.
And just enjoy what you're about to be presented. So. I give you the floor. I'm sorry I talked so much.
Dude, it's like I told you at dinner. You do what you got to do and get your piece out, brother. It's all good. It's all good. The two of us dominated the 10-person table, as we do. It's okay.
Well, when you're having extra crumble on your mac and cheese, how can
That's right. I freaking finished that shit off the next day for lunch. I even had Dylan's. So, briefly, we went to the San Diego Gulls game Friday night, like I told you, with Dylan. Dylan got this monster meatball mac and cheese at the arena. I combined them both. That was my lunch Sunday. Bomb.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
I love it.
Sorry. Go ahead, guys.
Okay. Now it really is my turn because I can't rely on Rachel to get out of the shower and I have to wait for her. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah. She's showered. She's like literally like blisters on her feet. Like she's like dead tired.
I believe it.
I even asked. I did the thing. I was like, "Are you okay?" And like she's like, "Yeah, I'm just tired." So I was like, "Well, I'm waiting for the shower to finish." But your piece. Sorry.
Let me start by saying I did ask JJ. Because I told him I'm peeling back. Now I'm not peeling back the curtain. I'm ripping it off of the curtain ring here. Like we're gonna get into some shit. So much like JJ, I cannot sit here and claim I was a fan of John Cena's the entire run. On the No DQ review Tuesday, there we saw the picture that Aaron had taken and posted on the show of me getting ready to swing a chair through his television after Cena beat Edge in Toronto and Unforgiven. I was so unhappy with that process. And the entire year of 2006, right up through Cena regaining the title, I was not a fan. I had my fill of Super Cena at that point. And I was very happy for Edge, and I was very overwhelmingly happy for Rob. Let me be clear on that. That's my boy. I should have been in the Hammerstein ballroom, but shit didn't dictate that I could be there. But then the Marine came out, and I took Dylan's mom to see the Marine, and we loved it. And we got to see a lot of the character within the character of John Tatum that John Cena poured into that character. People will love or hate the Marine franchise. Take it for what it's worth. It is what it is. But
it was fine once it got to the third movie.
Yeah.
Who was that? The third one?
That was Miz.
The Miz took it over and held it down for like the next 4 movies.
Yeah.
We actually had a stable person once we got to part 3.
Yeah. Forgive me. Randy was part 2, right?
Randy wasn't in any of them because, it was DiBiase Jr. Randy was supposed to be in part 2, but fans revolted because of how he went AWOL on the military. So Randy did 12 rounds too.
Oh, it was Teddy Jr. That's right. God, I forgot about that. Jesus. Wow. Sorry, Teddy. I mean, not that that's your biggest problem right now. Anyway. Anyway.
That's another story for another time.
That's another episode of Shenanigans after Christmas. Anyway. After the New Year, hopefully. Anyway. We saw the Marine. And we saw how much of John Cena the man was in John Tatum the character. And I 180, 100%. And stayed that way afterwards. I cheered for him during his title runs. I cried for him when he tore his pec completely off the damn bone in October of 2007, after crying more over that summer for other reasons. I what the fucked at the Garden when he came back for the Rumble after 3 months, which is what? Dude is Super Cena. The guy's a cyborg. That's where for real. And then I want to say it was before I moved in with you, but it may have been around the same time. Had an interaction with a fan of our content, my content, that turned out to be very close with John in the aftermath of his separation from his crazy wife, who turned out they divorced, and yay for him on that. And through that interaction, we got to interact with John on a fairly regular basis after that. And what I loved most about the last 15 years, fucking befuddles my mind, is that he had zero issue with interacting with us and being our acquaintance and being our friend, even knowing that we were not among the most liked people up at Titan Tower. I felt that showed me he was true to him, that he was loyal to those who reciprocated, and that he gave not a fuck what anybody thinks. And again, as I'll peel back as much as I can without getting everybody in fucking trouble, but to have been on the phone with this person as the Money in the Bank aftermath was going down in Chicago, and hearing all this shit in the background, and then the line getting disconnected and getting follow-up conversations later, that man is loyal. That man is a true one. He will fight and ride or die with who will ride or die with him. And I will tell you, considering the fact this is 2011, whatever becomes of Vince McMahon, whatever becomes of Paul Levesque, whatever becomes of the family, if they are not building a Hall of Fame, physical Hall of Fame building, if there is not an entire ground level dedicated to John Cena, I'm not attending. Because that guy showed exactly what kind of loyal soldier he is after all of that shit went down. And he continued on, and he continued on. And he is... I have had a very challenging fucking year. I think we all have in various aspects, one way or the other. But the fact that for the first time since Undertaker originally retired in 2017, and I walked away from this, I was done with wrestling until, we had a giant pain in our ass bring me back to the air as a result of what happened that summer. So for the first time since then, I really feel like my fandom is truly hitting a reset button. We lost Hulk this year. Whatever you think of Terry Bollea, whatever you think of his political choices at the end, whatever you think of the man, whatever you think of his opinions of certain people or kinds of people, Hulk Hogan character is the reason I'm sitting here. Period. End of sentence. And now John's retiring. And John is retired. That's it. He's done. I can't say ing anymore. That there is a past tense on it now. He is retired. And I've had a year and a half to prepare for it. And I'm here in the moment that I've been thinking about since Money in the Bank last year. And I'm still not ready. That's why I'm 3 tequilas deep. Going on there. There you go. That moment is the real moment the friendship solidified. He went to the gym and came back. Didn't have to stop for everybody. And he did, because he was admittedly, textily poked in the rear. Like, no, you get back out there and see those two and see the people. God damn it. And he did it. He didn't have to.
He was basically told, look, what other circumstance can you actually say hello to them?
Yeah, exactly.
And not get in trouble.
Right. At that point, this is 2 weeks before Money in the Bank. Before it got real real.
Again, that was the night of CM Punk's pipe bomb.
Yeah.
That was the night that made No DQ crash.
Yeah. The only time it's legitimately actually crashed completely.
And we were there, and Aaron Rift is like, what the fuck is going on in Las Vegas?
I'm like, CM Punk's on the top of the stage fucking changing the world. Don't mind him. Like, fuck. I've had many friends in the business. I honestly, John is an acquaintance. I'm not even going to try to, look at him. John Cena's my friend. He is an acquaintance. And that's fine. And there are very few of them left, friends or acquaintances, that I will actually still sit here and say, dude's a real one. Frankie's one of those people. Sam Knight. And Sam Knight, I said this to you privately. I said this to you on the air a couple times. Ike, I am sorry I was not there 2 weeks ago. Circumstances dictated I could not be there. I spent your retirement night in San Diego with this crazy motherfucker and about 40,000 other crazy motherfuckers. Chanting John's last PLE. But I love yous, and I'm sorry I was not there, and I appreciate the grace of being forgiven for that. Sam Knight's one of those people. There are a few others that I'm not going to try not to go too far down there, but John Cena is one of the most genuine human beings that you will ever meet. And popular or not in this room, a lot of the times, Hornswoggle will put a post up, it's very rare that you get to see the GOAT of a profession or a genre, compete in this prime. It's another thing to see a GOAT of a human being in real time for as long as we did. John Cena is a GOAT human being. Flat fucking out. He's one of the best people I know. And I'm honored I get to know it. I honor we get to know him for, for as little as we did, for a little time as we did. 15 years is a long time, but let's keep it real. My dad, God bless I love my father so much. It's like, you're going to wake up tomorrow and, it'll be after John Cena's career is over. John's going to wake up in the morning and the wife in the arms of his wife, and go make that DC money. Good on him, dude. And I love him for that. And I love that I'm getting way too much. Natty Neidhart. She's an actual friend. I love Natty. She's a doll. The main theme of her book is the last heart beating. She's determined to be the only member of her family yet to get out of the business, not broke or broken. And it looks like she's going to do it, by God. But John, at many times in the last 23 years, could have let this fucked up industry just dead him. And he didn't. That is the Superman in Super Cena. He did not let the kryptonite that is professional wrestling take him down. And we all in this room are better off as wrestling fans having John Cena be the business. And Jay and I, and when he was living with us, Mikey, and everybody in that casa are better off as human beings for having befriended John Cena. And tomorrow and beyond is going to suck without him being more present.
Definitely for the next, I'd say from now till WrestleMania time is definitely going to suck.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't want to short sell it, but I think by the time we get to this point next year, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know, we'll realize that it's not a gimmick.
Yeah.
We'll realize that it's legitimate. And we'll be okay because I'm sure we will have seen him at least once or twice on our television screens in the suit and tie as that ambassador.
Yep.
You know, in his new role. And I think it'll sink in and be like, okay, he's not leaving us forever.
Yeah.
We're just not going to see him wrestle again.
Right.
As long as he is still present in our lives, we'll be good. Because you figure the ambassador, the WWE ambassador will probably be in Saudi.
Yeah. Yeah.
The WWE ambassador will probably be at WrestleMania. You know, if SummerSlam is indeed going to be Brock's final match, the ambassador will probably be there for that.
Yeah.
Because both men have been integral in each other's careers.
Oh my, yes.
So even though Brock wasn't there for Cena's final moment, I could see Ambassador Cena being there for Brock's final moment. Especially since, if rumors are to be believed, the reason Brock is back is because Cena wanted him.
Yeah.
So if John Cena can make that happen with everything that is going on legally, which features Brock Lesnar's name,
yes,
I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be there for that moment.
If I may, real quick, Jay, he said it on Chris Van Vliet's show and on Pat McAfee.
I didn't see McAfee, but I saw CVV's interview.
Yeah. I hope that the conversations he had with Chris and the conversations he had with Pat can help people to better their expectations and get that closure.
Yeah.
If you went into tonight thinking it's going to be another Ric Flair or another Shawn Michaels or, you know, Terry Funk, God bless him and his 46 retirements. If you're thinking that's going to be the case, then you're going to be let down. So I hope for the true ones, the C Nation people, the people that have been there from the beginning, or the people that came around like you and me, or, you know, even the people that still till tonight did not even put on a pair of John Cena's merchandise, let alone, you know, cheer for the man. If you went in believing that this is it, and you mentioned it in your spiel, Pete, you mentioned that you really felt like this was it based on the way it was presented. If you went into it with that, then we're happy for you that you got that closure as a fan or as a longtime watcher. If you still believe he's going to come back, you can reach our mental health support line at figureitout.com, and I'll pour you a glass of tequila if you're in person. If not, I can't pour you a glass virtually. That'll ruin my computer. I just bought this motherfucker. But I hope, and I firmly believe that it is true. I hope that he is the one that sticks to it. Undertaker has so far in the 5 years. But even then, he did it a couple times before. There was a post I saw on Instagram, I think it was. There's a lot of socials out there nowadays. But we've heard the retirement tour so many times. Like, we never heard that about Austin or, Undertaker or whatever. It's like, well, first of all, Austin had a fucking choice. He only came back for one. And it got one of the early pops of this space because I'm still crying over that shit now, thanks to certain people. But I really think that was part of driving it home, was part of it of, we're going to make sure that this is it. John's going to make sure this is it. JJ, you pointed out in your layout that, you weren't a fan when Hogan became a wrestler, nor was I. He just happened to be the first I was drawn to. I have seen all of the greats come and go, and it was said earlier that I don't think anybody's ever get to the level that John Cena got to. I think that's John's legacy. I know, Mikey, you're getting ready to bow out here, so I'll try to make this part quick. I think the greatness of John Cena's career allows for there doesn't have to be that one person anymore. Everybody can have a level of greatness, and then there'll be those people that just stand above, that are the, oh my fucking God, how much better can this guy get people? Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, those guys. There doesn't have to be one guy going and carry it through the muck and the bullshit like John has had to do for a quarter century. I think that's his legacy, is that him being the GOAT, him being the guy, ensured that the WWE won't have to rely on one single person again going forward.
It's fair. Well said, gentlemen. Mikey, thank you for being patient. Go ahead and say what you need to say so that you can dip out of here.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, I'm not going to give the football talk. Stat Boy's work is never done. Whenever somebody says something, I go into fact-checking mode. According to the book that I have brought up, I have him losing by submission only 5 times, including tonight. I can confirm No Mercy 2003, but the only one that I'm questioning is December 4th against Benoit. He might have tapped that night. I don't know.
Live event.
Well, it was SmackDown, but I mean, did he actually tap? Is my question. Monday Night Raw, October 24th. He supposedly tapped, or however, but about a storyline. And then with Rusev, he passed out, which is not really tapping out. So I just brought those up. I don't know if he did tap against Benoit. And if he did, of course, because of the whole situation, that's why they didn't say it. So, fact checking is one of my things.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cause I've been seeing 4 on social media, and I went, they mentioned the other one, and that's what it was. Okay. I feel better about my memory now. Okay. Yeah. April 17th, 2003. So it was early. It was like right after he turned heel, like right after. So,
and I was going to say, oh, well, he did, but then I had to go back and check it and can't catch myself on that.
And again, my memory is what it is, and I'm not blaming the tequila entirely on that. That was the number 1 contender match for Backlash against Brock, right?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, he definitely tapped. He 100% did.
Yeah,
100%.
But because of the history and all that, well, we can't say his name anymore. So
well, no, but The video does exist, so
yeah.
You can't usually confirm it. So
Exactly. So there you go.
What you know is your criteria. So
thank you very much.
So there you go. Yes, YouTube and Daily Motion both have the video if you want to see for yourself, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So good job, family. Thank you for letting me come in Monday night. 3 more weeks to go in Monday Night Football, and then who knows where we're going to go with that.
Playoffs, duh.
Well, I haven't decided what I want to do for the playoffs because that'd be a 6-game marathon that I can't promise priority over passion. Maybe I'll take the wild card weekend in the divisional playoffs and go straight to the AFC Championship. I don't know. Either way, John, you're the GOAT. The fans will love you no matter what. Thank you again for all the memories, all the matches. The book is ready. Hit me up and I'll send it to you somehow. I love you all, guys.
Mikey, before you go, sorry. You've been arguing with us about John. God damn it, Tom Brady being the GOAT. I want to send it around the room, but I'll ask you since you're ready to go. Is John Cena the greatest of all time?
Yes.
Attaboy. Good job.
Good boy.
I have been trained well. I love you all, family. That boy out.
I love that.
And then there were 6.
Yes.
We went from maximum capacity down to about half.
That's how most of this shit is, dog. Everybody's so tired.
And we'll
Sorry,
be
I'm just gonna
losing
chime
Noah in
It's
about
like
a half hour.
12:30 here, so y'all have an advantage. Well, actually, I don't know where everyone is, but like my voice will be gone tomorrow.
Yeah. Me and Jeff are in California, but I'm sure you know Jeff already. Mansfield and Noah are in Ohio. Nick is in Canada.
Snowed in Ohio.
Did you? Sorry, if I can. Did you go for the heel turn in Toronto?
Yeah, Nick, were you there for that match?
Nick's not very WWE centric, so
for which match, buddy?
They're asking, were you there for the chamber for the heel turn?
Oh no.
Okay.
I unfortunately, I'll be real. You couldn't pay me enough to go to a WWE event.
That's the
Considering he probably would have had to hawk both kidneys, a liver, and a bunch of semen to a sperm bank, I don't think those tickets are being purchased.
Yeah.
No, but even then, it's not. I think we've documented it a lot on it. It's not my cup of tea.
It is.
No, we know, brother. I'm just messing with you.
It is very hard to be a live attending WWE fan right now with ticket prices. Let's just be real.
That's why I go to independent wrestling. Support independent wrestling.
Yes.
I sacrifice a social life for it now.
He does, and he's still got a wonderful girl. So there you go.
What's a social life?
But tell me there's an AEW event coming to Toronto. I'm there.
There you go. And we know AEW is coming back to the Crypto.com arena in March. So,
you going, Jeff?
The Staples Center.
Yeah, Jeff, come on. It's the Staples Center.
I'm sorry. That was the King's corporate shilling me. I apologize as a season ticket holder. Pete, I would love to. It just depends on money. San Diego killed me. I'm trying to, pinch so many pennies. Lincoln screaming at me from the grave about going to Vegas in a couple weeks. And that's even if Disney gives me the time off. I still don't know if I'm going to. I want to go because I've not seen the Bellas in a few months, and I really want to go to Nikki and just go, I am so sorry for that booking in San Diego. Like, holy fuck. So we'll see what happens.
Groupon will probably have BOGO tickets for Revolution, so we can probably figure it out.
Yeah, if they have tickets for Revolution, I would love to go. I'm hoping TNA comes back out in April and makes Rebellion an annual SC stop. I'll definitely go to that shit again. That was fucking
Nothing
awesome.
like a day in Las Vegas to get you to it, right?
So yeah, it's one of those. I have not ever been anywhere that crazy on New Year's Eve. The craziest I've ever been was I was at Disneyland the year Y2K was supposed to shut everybody down. I was there on 99. So Vegas is going to be a whole other fucking animal if I get to go. If you're watching at Disney Experiences scheduling, please let me have the time off. I want to go to Las Vegas.
As someone who's been in Vegas on every holiday but New Year's and Easter, I can't even say anymore. New Year's is actually, I think, the only major holiday. Memorial Day. is the worst.
But you already got plans for New Year's Eve. You told me this, so you're not going to be in Vegas.
A lot of plans for me need to fall into place.
Yeah.
Come to Vegas.
Yeah, we are still trying to get the group who is quasi committed to Vegas for WrestleMania week to get on board with that. And if you're watching, you know who you are. Fathers.
Well, one of whom didn't want to come into the pre-show because they said they wanted to save their thoughts for Shenanigans, and well, we're almost 2 hours in and they're not here yet. But that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other time. And like I said, we've got this show tonight. We got Christmas next week. But the show on the 27th, when I'm not going to be here, by God, y'all better touch your shit. Anyway,
Christmas show's on the 20th.
that's what I said. So the show on the 27th will be everybody catches your shit.
Pay attention, Mansfield.
I'm not gonna be here. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I'm just saying because my girlfriend's going to be in town for a date that day.
On the 20th or 27th?
20th.
Oh, bring
Ooh, so we get to meet Josh's girl on the karaoke show.
You guys think I'm that stupid?
Yes.
No.
I don't know you.
Yes.
Well, okay.
I don't think I know you are.
Do we think you're that stupid to expose your girlfriend to the rest of us? No, I don't think you're that stupid. No.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
My girl met Jeff and completely forgot who he was the next day.
It's okay, boys. My wife said that Claudio Castagnoli's areolas look like ham, so we're good.
I mean, that's fair.
Good night, Papa Gino. Thank you for everything tonight, good sir.
Good luck hosting the review Tuesday with all the shit that went on tonight.
Right. I wish I could be there, but
what you
that's
told her.
actually my next thing to work.
Yeah, I'm working. JJ, I have 3 days off between now and the show after Christmas karaoke, like the 27th. I have 3 days off between now and then. I'm so fucking happy right now.
Jeff, trust me, when I introduce her to Maddie, that's going to be the interesting part.
No, because that should be a conversation. That's fine. Dude, bring her in here. Throw her to the fire, dude. Make it happen.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're no fun. I'd bring my girl if she would actually show up, but I know she won't.
We thought you actually liked this, Mansfield. But anyways.
Oh, I do, but I'm not stupid.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to, because I have limited phone battery and I have people blowing up my phone because people know I was at the show. So I have like.
No, you're good. Pete, thank you for coming in. It's good to introduce you to the Simple Rival Studios / former Jeff Meacham Network audience.
Thank you for giving me the time, man. I really appreciate that.
And you are always welcome here. My love to Rach. And when you guys get back, let me know. And we'll actually do something we can just like hang out, not have to be around a bunch of fucking people and whatever.
Amen. All right. And we can take her to a Kings game. She saw Caps, which was, but Kings game.
Yeah. We're bring her a Kings game she actually watched and have them win.
Take her to a Kings Ducks game. Then you can really get the interesting side of Jeff.
Ooh.
If she's in tonight, JJ.
If she's in town when the Kings play the Ducks in Anaheim, that's when we go.
We were in San Diego on that Friday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Dude, I told myself if there were no meet and greets I had to go to on Friday, I was going to stop in Anaheim and then go to San Diego.
We realized the game was going on the way in, and that's why Dylan's like, well, no, we definitely got to go to the Gulls game. I'm like, that's fair. And then the Gulls got their ass kicked. It was wonderful to watch in person.
Let's get a power play first, then I'll take her.
That's fucking valid as hell.
Thank you so much,
All right,
guys. Thank you. Anyone wants to message on Instagram, let me know. I'll give thoughts for days. If it's Cody related, don't message.
Yes, you can. Let me get the thing up here so I can say it properly. You can find Pete on Instagram, all one word, all hail King Phenomenal. There you go.
Dude. Thank you, guys.
Sounds good.
Love you all. Crazy night.
Great shot of John. There you go. You'll love to see it.
There you go. Let's go, Cena. Let's go.
All right.
Cena.
Have a good night.
Night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. So I just opened up his story. It's this girl Rage covering the Cena sucks part of his shirt.
Good.
She's
and now
great.
there are 5.
They're both great. I'm so glad I get to see Pete and meet Rachel in San Diego. We met, like I said, I met her in line for Chelsea and Maxine, depending on which time of the morning we were at. But yeah, good stuff. Good people. Good hockey fan, good Kings fan, and a wrestling fan. You love to see those.
All right. Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours without a break.
Jesus.
So we are going to run a little video promo for commercial break here.
Okay.
And when we return, we will start talking about matches, moments, all that type of stuff. Considering Noah has been pretty much engulfed in church work, hopefully he'll give us a little bit more time and actually, interact with us now that it's a much smaller group on screen.
Yes.
But I'm not going to hold my breath.
What is
We'll
my
be right
timetable on the commercial break?
3 minutes roughly. And yes, I said
Good, I
3
need to
minutes.
take my leg off.
How difficult was it for you to accept that it's finally time to, go into retirement in the WWE?
Great question. It was pretty easy because of a promise I made to you guys 25 years ago. When I started getting some steam in this business, I promised the audience that when I was a step slower, it was time to step away. It's not that I don't have passion. I wish I could do this for infinity. But young performers are fantastic, and given the speed and the ability that they have, I can feel I'm a step slower, and now for me is the perfect time to step away, regardless of how much I want to be there. It's so easy because you guys have held me accountable, and you allowed me to make that promise to you guys, so I know it's time to step away. Thank you for
I
asking.
appreciate you, sir.
Yep. Last one. Here we go.
Hi, John. My name is Em, and I'm from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And my question is to you. You are so important to my generation, Gen Z. And so my question is, who do you think on the current WWE roster is going to be important to Gen Alpha like you were important to my generation?
First of all, thank you for the kind words. I gotta be better about taking compliments. I've already heard that I'm crappy with words of affirmation, so thank you very much. That's up to you guys. And that's the great thing about WWE. And I want to leave on this thought because I think it's beautiful. I am not supposed to be here. First pick out of my class was Brock Lesnar. Second pick out of my class was Dave Bautista. Third pick out of my class was Randy Orton. And all of them went on to have great careers. But when they needed an employee to be there at every beck and call and devote their life, essentially, or a period of their life to this business, somehow, through some sort of crazy circumstance, I was able to whittle myself to the front of the line. And the crazy circumstance was you guys. You allowed me to. When I went out on those Saturday night programs that no one wanted to have matches on, I said I own Saturday nights, and you dug that. You thought it was cool. When I started making jokes about people and dressing different, you guys dug that, and you thought it was cool. No one from the creative process or the corporate process wanted to put me at the front of the line, but they're also not foolish. They didn't ignore your noise. So I'm here by absolute accident, and that's just an example of when you ask, predict the next person of influence for this generation. That is 100% up to you to decide. And I cannot thank you enough, because I know we got a TV show, and I'm going to behave different on that TV show, and I respect that because I love what I do on television. But I would be remiss, ignorant, and incorrect to say that I'm not so grateful for each and every person here, because it's because of you that I became a pick of relevance. I love you too. Thank you so much for having me. I hope it's been a great day for everybody. Thank you, Philly. I hope y'all have a great rest of the convention.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And as always, here this is our student truly encompass, celebrate, embrace, engage, pontificate, analyze, criticize, and react to all the wrestling.
All the wrestling.
Was that first graphic in that trailer advertising the show called Round Ball Rock in the NBA on NBC font?
Yes.
Fuck yes. I love that show already. I know who's on. I don't give a shit. That's my favorite show so far.
It's a Jersey Championship Wrestling show, which is a sister promotion to GCW.
Also, it's Jersey, not Juggalo, promoted by Vince
No.
Russo. Okay.
No, there's two different JCWs. There's
Yes.
Jersey Championship Wrestling and there's Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
Well, Vince Russo is a juggalo, that's for sure.
I love that somebody put it Round Ball Rock as the name of the show with the NBA and NBC font. I am here for that shit. If you know Round Ball Rock is, I know you don't. I bet you, you young mucker father. Do your homework, bro.
Oh, fuck off of that Vince Russo.
No, not
bullshit.
fuck off of that bullshit. That Round Ball Rock, everybody needs to know that shit.
Never heard of it.
God damn it. You know what? We're copyright pinged anyway. Fuck it. Hang on.
Actually, I don't think we are yet. So
Well, but you've got videos that you're going to put up, like you said. I've got one that I know is going to get pinged because it is flat out WWE owned. So,
well, we'll see how deep we go. If we need to run others, then maybe we will. But if we don't need to run others, then maybe we won't.
right. Hopefully not. But if we do end up airing clips that get copyright pinged, I want to air the theme we were just talking about. But continue on. You're the host. I'm just being an asshole.
I'm used to it. You're also drunk, so you know.
Actually, I'm not drinking anymore. I came in and dropped the glass. I didn't break the glass. I just dropped the glass. So the tequila's everywhere. So I'm good. I'm going to stop now.
Okay, so you've cut yourself off.
I have cut myself off. It is
foul.
and ginger ale away. So anyway.
All right. So now we've discussed and talked about what Cena means to everyone. We want to go around the room and talk about favorite matches, moments, movies that he's been in. The whole nine here. Let's try to get into it. I'd rather not go super long tonight, especially since we're probably going to lose somebody within the next half hour. But no, not you, somebody that we actually care about. Noah.
I was pointing to Noah and me, you jerk off.
If I didn't give you shit, would I be me, Josh?
No, jumping Jehoshaphat Williams.
What was that first word you said before? Jack off?
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
No, not right now, but before that.
I heard jerk off.
Yeah.
Okay, because it sounded like it blipped to me. I was off screen. I was looking up something else I wanted to post. So, okay, carry on.
It's like, so he's over here body shaming me, calling me fat, you know. Gotta love it. The guy who we went to commercial break saying he needs to take his leg off is calling me fat.
I will beat you with
rude.
motherfucker.
I will reopen the drinking process.
Dude, you only have one leg to stand on. Get out of here.
No, this is my old one. I have the new one, so.
But you just took one off, so unless you put the other one on, you only have one
My
leg
other one's
to
right
stand
next.
on.
My other one's right over there next to you, motherfucker.
Over there. He can wait.
I love Josh's
I
I love Jeff's reaction over here.
It's gonna cut up doesn't mean I'm not still drunk.
Nick, this is your first time probably seeing me do all this fun stuff. Welcome to my fun.
Buddy, I don't know how you do it.
Oh, okay. So she decided to come in after all. Lovely.
Okay.
So joining the festivities here, we are going to, in prototype fashion, rewind just a little bit. Making a debut here on the Shenanigans. A friend that was made in the spaces. Unfortunately, James is not here, but Nick may know her. We're going to bring Zenta.
No!
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hello.
Zenta.
Hi, guys. I'm in
How
a
are
better
you
mood.
doing?
Well, after an hour of crying later, I'm here.
Join the room. Nothing's
So
sadder than a bunch of almost 50-year-old men crying about a professional wrestler's retirement.
yeah.
28.
Right, right.
So I was watching it with my mom because we got dinner somewhere, and I was like, "Hey mom, did you know? Hey mom, so it starts at 6." And she's like, "I thought it started at 8." And I'm like, "No, they're probably gonna show a bunch of emotional stuff at 6, so we're gonna prepare ourselves before the original match happens." Everything tonight was great. All the matches. That ending was very I kind of figured Gunther was going to beat him. I just did not expect that to be the way that it was going to happen. But Twitter's mad, so I guess we won. I mean,
Right.
this is just I made a quote to a tweet that I saw, and I'm just like, man, nobody experienced Undertaker and Brock at Mania. Like,
Seriously.
did nobody experience that? I watched a video of it. I was like, oh wow, that really happened. Nobody experienced that. Nobody experienced Roman beating Undertaker at Mania. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. The
100%.
fans will move on from this probably in like a month or so. Not move on like forget John Cena, but move on from this, and it's going to go a different way. I did not like tonight's result. I think it could have been a bit different. I honestly think Cena should have just faded and not tapped out. But now Gunther is the biggest heel, and he's probably going to retire Brock Lesnar next. So,
If not AJ Styles.
yeah, no, I think AJ would have a better retirement match with someone else. I don't know.
Probably, but considering the way they're starting to build Gunther, I wouldn't be surprised to see him retire AJ, Randy, Brock, like everybody that's on their way out just ends at Gunther.
I mean, we have Rumble coming up next, so I don't know how Twitter will react to Rumble. I think everyone knows who might win women's, but I'll be honest, I could care less who wins the men's Royal Rumble this year. I have a feeling everybody's saying online Roman Reigns. I'm like, come on, probably not. I don't know. But yeah, 2026 is going to be a year. I don't.
Most definitely. Since you're here, what did John Cena mean to you?
So I started watching. I was like a baby when I first started wrestling, but I didn't remember most of what I saw back then. But when I first started fully watching wrestling, it was him and AJ's rivalry, which at first I was like, oh wow, this is kind of neat. You know, I don't know much about AJ Styles, but hey, this is kind of cool. I'm gonna watch this now. And it was fine. My first pay-per-view was Money in the Bank 2016, which I'm not gonna talk about it, but I kind of back then I made fun of my mom who loved Cena. Because I just thought the guy was funny. I didn't really know much about importance. Now, today, I think this is going to leave a mark in WWE for a very long time. He not only has helped this company, he's helped children, he's helped families, he's helped the military. He's this big persona now. And I'm not saying WWE is the reason that happened. He happened. It was him. It was all him. And I think, I don't know, I don't want to cry again. But I will miss him because that was like a pure part of happiness. It was him and the character John Cena and the person John Cena. But yeah, I'm getting all sappy when I think about him leaving.
It's okay. That's the whole purpose of this episode tonight, is to kind of celebrate the career and remember the good times, you know, since this was the last time. So that's why I asked if you wanted to be on. That's why I sent you the link, you know.
Well,
Full disclosure, she messages me back and she's like, maybe next week. I'm like, That's going to be karaoke. Not a good opportunity.
I didn't remember.
No,
I
it's
was like,
all good. It's like
wait.
that's the
Oh.
one show where we completely make asses of ourselves because 95% of us can't sing worth a damn.
Unless
Can
you're
barely
James,
carry a tune in a bucket.
Unless you're James.
James has a decent voice. Josh over here pointing to himself has got a decent voice. Noah, who likes to no-sell everything, actually has a decent voice. And the rest of us sound like a bunch of hens and roosters crowing and shit.
Listen, I have you know my karaoke last time I was on was epic. Okay,
Nick, I'm the Josh Groban of the group.
Josh, you shut the hell up, right?
Okay.
Another soundbite of shut the hell up, Josh. Here we go. We got like 3 people saying it now. I'm here for it. I love it. More for the intro. More for the intro.
You might be the Josh Groban, but I'm the Celine Dion motherfucker.
Wow. Okay.
I have busted out Kelly's theme on this show before.
Hi.
Josh, wrong brag. Wrong brag. Wrong brag.
I just saw the message pop up.
Wrong brag, Josh.
Yeah, I messaged him and told him that you were on.
He's like, oh my God, Zent is here.
Right.
He was on for a little bit, but he's been like an emotional wreck today, not just because of the Cena match, but because of other stuff I guess he's dealing with. So he tapped out, and I was like, dude, you tapped out too early. Zenta's here making her debut.
She's like, oh shit, damn it.
It's like, I better jump into the comments and at least say hello to her.
Hi. But yeah, I was on the phone with one of my friends, and I was like, I don't understand. 2025 has just been a year, and now I'm about to be 20, and I'm witnessing John Cena retiring. I don't know how to feel.
It's okay.
Like, well,
Jeff doesn't know. Jeff
did he
doesn't know
win?
how to feel after hearing that you're only 20, about to be 20. So
Thank God.
I'm the youngest here.
Thank you.
I think it's, and my friend is like, did John win? And I'm like, no, he gave up. And my friend, like, wide eyes, just like, what? Something's wrong here.
Well, see, that's why I'm not upset about the finish, because for 20 years he never gave up.
Yeah.
And so Gunther now literally has Hall of Fame credentials as being the man who made the guy who said he was never going to give up.
I mean, Gunther's great. I think he's a great talent. Literally, this was a good Saturday night. This was good. Except for that finish in the Cena match. But everything was good.
Honestly, I think the finish in Cody versus Oba was worse than the finish in the Cena match.
Oh yeah. I had
That's the only one I had a problem with.
And I'll say it here because I said it on Twitter, but I'll say it here. I'm going to Raw this Monday. I'm going to Raw. And I'm pretty sure my entire if Gunther's here, like, and I'm gonna be like front row, like where the camera will be on me, like front row, and like I'm the amount of booing. This is gonna be bad. And I also have a double taping. I have a SmackDown taping also, so that's gonna be fun. But at the same time, I am so nervous for Monday. I know Punk will be there. I'm very happy Punk's gonna be there. I got nervous for a moment when he wasn't at the previous Raw. But yeah, I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be at Raw. And there's a video online of Gunther like walking, and there's security around him, and every single fan is trying to get up to him and just boo him in his face. It's awful. There's a video online about it, and I was like, oh wow, he's the heel of the century.
For real.
Someone tweeted it. He's the heel of the century now. We don't get that many like good heels in WWE that often, but him, he just proved everybody wrong. Everyone got proved wrong. It's just, that's amazing. But yeah, I thought tonight was fine. And then we're gonna go to Royal Rumble. God, I'm so pissed off about that. It's like we go to John Cena match and then Saudi Arabia, Royal Rumble. We're going to Italy next year. We're going to an Italy pay-per-view next year.
That should be fun.
That will be fun. I'm 100% certain that's Backlash. I'm
Probably.
100% certain. You don't just have a May pay-per-view and not call it Backlash.
So right when we joined, we were about to start going around the room and we were going to talk about favorite Cena matches, moments, movies that he was in, whatever. So why don't you go ahead and lead the charge here and just try to list off like one of each, maybe two. If everyone sits here, and we got historian guy here sitting next to me, starts listing off every freaking Cena match, we're going to be here until next Saturday karaoke. And some of us have to work between now and then, so just try to list off one or two of your favorite Cena matches, moments. If you've seen some of his movies, any favorite movies that he's done.
So my favorite Cena match is obviously him and Punk. I think that whole match, that storytelling, the rivalry that they had, I think, and I didn't watch wrestling at that time. I had to obviously go on YouTube and be like, so why is this Cena match so good? So
Okay,
then I
so you're
watched
talking
it.
about Money in the Bank 2011?
Yeah, I talked
Okay.
Money in the Bank 2011. I was like, I had to think, like, why is the Cena match so important? Now I know why it was so important. It's great. I loved it. He didn't even like the thing with Cena's character at that time. He didn't even like look at the crowd. He just held up the title and was like, I'm just gonna pretend the crowd's not here, so I'm just gonna hold up the title and then we're gonna fight. And yeah, that match was great. I could say there's a lot of other Cena matches I think that were also good at the time. Him and Randy were also those are good matches. But yeah, and I will say this, all the matches he had during this year, Becky Lynch said in a video, like, I'm pretty sure he's got a few more years. So yeah, I agree with her. Because those were good matches. It's just crazy that yeah. But and movie, I don't think I've ever watched a Cena movie, and I know that's crazy. I don't think I've ever watched a movie with Cena in it. I don't know. I remember watching a movie that he voiced in.
Was he a bull?
Yeah, that movie.
Ferdinand.
That was I saw that in theaters. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw that. I don't remember, but that was a good movie. Don't know. I thought it was fine.
I still have never seen that one, but I own a copy of it, still sealed in plastic, that I bought at Dollar Tree. And it has a Spanish cover on it. So Ferdinand is called Ole.
Oh, that's cool. But
and I've actually found a few movies like that there. So like whenever I found a movie at Dollar Tree that was like a foreign language cover, I bought it just to keep it sealed in plastic because I thought that was so cool to add to my library. It's like a talking point, you know what I mean? So I have a copy of Ferdinand sealed in plastic. It's a Blu-ray and it says Ole instead of Ferdinand.
But I think that's really my favorites. Since you know he's retired, I will probably go back and watch more favorite moments.
Okay.
But those were definitely good. My favorites from him. I don't know. When you're a 2016 fan, you don't have that many options because back in the day everything was so peak. So it's like, oh, here we are today. We've got all these new guys coming in, which are great superstars, by the way. And back out of and everyone's like, I'm like, John Cena wrestled Triple H.
Yeah, right.
John Cena wrestled Triple H.
Hey, Cena AJ in 2016, those were bangers.
Yeah, they were.
They
were good. I wasn't able to buy SummerSlam, and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna fight during SummerSlam, and I'm gonna miss that completely.
Yeah, and he and AJ at the Rumble for the title was
way
better than it should have been. So
I bought that pay-per-view. I screamed when Cena won. I was like, yes. Yes. Yeah.
That's good stuff. Okay, so before I move on to Nick, I'm gonna hit you with the hard-hitting question now.
Oh no.
You ready for this?
I'm scared.
Everybody's gonna hear the hard-hitting question, so they've got time to think about it. You're being put on the spot.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Are we
Basic
serious?
thugonomics or my time is now?
Oh no. They're both really good.
Yup.
Oh no. My time is now.
My time is now.
My time is
I was
now.
gonna say your playlist. You're making a CD, and there's only room for one song left. Which one is going on there?
My time is now.
Okay.
AJ Lee's theme song is on my Spotify playlist.
There you go.
Cena's is on mine.
Cena's is also on mine. It's like, come on. They weren't on my Spotify. WWE wasn't on my Spotify Wrapped this year. So honestly,
they're all over mine.
They were.
Hey, WWE and Def Rebel were both on my Spotify Wrapped this year.
That's tremendous.
Oh, screw Jeff Rebel. I freaking hate him.
Oh no.
I think the
You're
only
officially in
reason
my good graces. Goodbye and good night, bang.
I know.
I think the only reason Def Rebel showed up in my Spotify Wrapped was because earlier in the year, Walter and I did a top 10 Def Rebel themes show.
Oh my god.
And we actually did the top 10 instrumentals and lyrical themes. So
wow.
we gave 20 themes of Def Rebel that actually are, in our opinion, decent songs.
I mean,
So that's
there was-
probably why
Def
they
Rebel
showed
has
up in
created
my
some good
Wrapped
theme
is
songs,
because
though,
of
like,
doing that.
recently. Oh no.
But yeah, that's my time is now is it was on a platinum selling rap album, by God.
That's fair. You can't
And
argue that.
and that tells you, and though it made me so sad because everyone was saying Wikipedia got updated. I opened Wikipedia and it says retired wrestler.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I hate that a
Retired
lot.
wrestler.
I
That
hate
was
that a
so
lot.
sad. Here
Be
lies John
nice,
Cena.
Emmanuel.
Retired. No,
Emmanuel wants to go back to his 2002 theme.
Be nice,
that's
Emmanuel.
crazy.
Freaking hometown colors, John Cena. That theme.
Right?
Freaking
I was-
WWE Library theme 106.
Right. I was gonna go to Nick
Yeah.
next, but I
don't
saw
know.
Josh's comment about how
I have a lot of favorite theme songs, but My Time Is Now is like number 5 on my list. There's a bunch more that I can say they're a lot better.
Right.
that's fair.
But
So
yeah.
I was gonna go to Nick next, but I saw Josh's message about him getting CP and having to go Betty by time. It's past his curfew.
His time
So
is up.
Josh,
No,
I'll
for
go
real,
ahead
his
and go
time
to
is
you
up,
next.
and now he's gonna go in a movie probably next year. He's gonna be like, "I'm at a wrestling. Bye. I'm in a movie now. See ya." It's so crazy. This year, I found out John Cena actually had a wife.
Oh wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't know.
And now you know. And JJ,
Speaking
what
of
do you always say
notice,
about
who
knowing?
was conspicuous by her absence tonight?
She was not. She was there. She wasn't.
We know damn well.
She wasn't at ringside because everybody and the mother was at ringside instead. So.
I met Nikki.
Nikki, I don't think was there.
Oh no,
I
Nikki
don't
had
think
no. That was not going. That was never going to happen.
That would have been interesting though. But
No,
Josh,
it wouldn't have. No, it would not have. No.
Josh, it's on you now, sir. Matches.
I got shocked that she wasn't in like the tribute, like the tribute videos or anything around that. But
yeah,
that's WWE's decision.
I'm pretty sure Zenta can't hear you throwing the cue to Josh, so I'm going to say we're throwing to Josh. Go ahead, Josh.
Thank you. So,
Love you, Zenta.
top 2 moments, top 2 matches. I'm going to preface this by saying I'm intentionally not going to say anything pre-2010 because that was before my time when I started watching in 6th grade in middle school.
God damn it.
So, Cena, Triple H, Cena, HBK, etc. Those ones are out for
Okay.
me. No thanks, Jeff. I have a girlfriend. And you're not Maddie.
God damn it, Josh. Just answer the fucking question.
So, in terms of matches, I am going to say John Cena Batista, WrestleMania 26.
Oh, and we lost JJ.
Because when you look at that promo video, it is the two faces who were the ones who took the torches at WrestleMania 21, finally getting their big one-on-one moment. And Cena saying in that promo, "You do this for the money, I do this because I love it." And that match between those two, you just had all that emotion, all that history, just finally in there. You had the callback to SummerSlam 2008 with the top rope Batista bomb, which broke Cena's neck in 2008. You just had all that in there, and it was just a good, fun match for that time.
Okay. Before you continue, Jeff, do you want to tell him why you said that that's where you lost JJ?
Back in our day, WrestleMania 26, Josh, at the Casa, the original Casa 18 Studios.
No, we were at my mom and Chuck's house.
Was I not there?
I think you were there, but that's where it was. But continue.
Okay. Anyway, so at the origin point of the Casa, then, if you will, when that match came on, JJ literally stood up, turned his back, and sat back down, and did not watch the match at all. Refused to watch the match.
Story time?
Wasn't much story.
Jeff just gave the story.
Yeah, that was the story. He was just.
I literally sat there through the entire WrestleMania, but when that match began, I stood up, turned my chair around, sat down, and I sat with my back to the television the entire time.
The entire.
Have you finally watched that match yet?
Yes.
Oh, you did. I didn't know.
But in the heat of the moment,
yeah,
I turned my back on it because, as I pointed out, when I gave my thoughts on Cena, it was the epitome of me being over the same people in the main events, shoved down our throat.
Yeah. And I'm surprised he as much of that Mania as he did, if I'm being real. Money in the Bank, even though I was okay with the winner, not the cash in for him necessarily, but the winner of Money in the Bank, Jack Swagger, that was okay. Brett Vince was garbage.
Okay, but it was never going to be a classic.
But it was such.
But it was Bret Hart doing what he said he'd never do and making a storyline out of the screw job. So he compromised his morals.
Yeah, I had an emotional garbage problem with it. Honest to God. Cena
I was
Batista
baby at the time, so I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, I know because you were a fucking fetus until 2 years ago. I understand that. Continue. Give me next time.
Go ahead, Josh. Continue with your matches.
That was one of my favorite Cena matches.
Fair enough. I'm not going to take anything away from anybody because everybody loves stuff for their own reasons. I mean, I'm the guy that adores Al Snow and Head versus Too Much from King of the Ring 98. Okay, so who am I to chastise someone for a bullshit match?
I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Thank you for that on a Saturday. Thank you. Keep going. Then.
We have a lady in the room.
Right.
Yes, I'm going to skip through a lot of the other. I'm not because you can't really even call them. It's their moments and matches. So I'm going to combine it as a moment. Cena's 2015 U.S. Championship Open Challenge run as one of my moments because all of that was just so good. He helped bring in so many stars. Sami Zayn, he had so many good matches with that. It was beautiful. And just, yes. Thank you, Cena, for that. My other moment, I'm going to backtrack again to 2010. And again, please remember this from a fetus perspective at the time.
Okay.
I was in middle school, so at the time, and this is, I did not have access to internet or cell phones. I knew the results of a pay-per-view when I watched Raw the next day. I remember watching the Raw after SummerSlam, hearing Michael Cole say that Team Cena survived, breathing a sigh of relief.
Oh, against the Nexus?
Yes, because I did not want the Nexus to win. Again, fetus, middle
Understand. I understand. I'm
And-
shaking my head because that's one of my big John Cena moments. But
It's
I
everyone.
understand. But
And
I
I get
understand from your perspective where you were at that time. I get it. So
And I'm, as being older now, I get it. I understand it. At the time, I was like, oh, thank goodness Cena survived. Because I just did not like Nexus at the time. And I was very much big on Cena, take them down, take them out, get this stupid stuff over with.
no, that's fair.
So, that will be my other Cena moment, just because it's one of the moments I just vividly remember, like waiting for a result before I could know the results sooner. But I was just like, oh. The other being when Taker beat Shawn Michaels
Okay.
that same year. So those are my two moments. My other match, I'm gonna skip ahead to this year. Cena, Cody, SummerSlam.
Okay.
Such a good match. You had peak Cena, peak Cody. It's what the Mania match should have fucking been, damn it. Screw you, Travis Scott. Screw you, Dwayne Johnson.
Alexa, play Fiend. I'm sorry.
God damn you, Zinta.
Stop. Alexa, stop.
Zinta, you triggered Josh's version.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not do that again.
Alexa?
No, shut. Stop.
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Miss Bliss?
Alexa, who?
Stop.
Oh, shit.
I'm not gonna lie, that's funny.
Fuck all of
Now
you.
playing Who Are You by The Who. Who are you?
Okay.
Every Who down in Whoville.
Okay, yeah, you win for
Whoville.
that time of year. That's fair. That's fair. That's
Alexa,
fair.
go
Whoville.
fuck yourself.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The match.
Now playing All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Continue, Josh, please.
So, Cena Cody this year, watching it live, seeing Cena as we know and love him to be after the, them having to figure out what to do with heel Cena after Rock, decided to say fuck you to everyone with all that nonsense. And basically it was, they had to figure out how to do a Cena heel turn and keep it going when The Rock just decided to, skip out on Mania and, basically get revenge for the year before. Let's be honest. That's exactly what this was. Rock getting
In
revenge.
your opinion, we don't know that for sure. Let's
Yeah,
keep an open
it's my
mind here.
opinion. It's my opinion, yes. But that Cena Cody match, it was just it was a passing of the torch moment. And
Agreed.
I am going to, before I head off, I'm going to transition a bit into Cody a bit. Earlier tonight, after the show was done, I did watch the WWE post show. Yes, I know I'm supposed to watch errands. I'm a naughty boy. We know.
That's right.
Jackie Redmond went up I don't remember if it was Jackie or Kathy, one of the two, went up the ramp because Jey Uso had stopped her and was doing an impromptu interview. And because Jay had been checking on Cody, because Cody had lost it pretty much. Thank you, Emmanuel. It was Jackie. And basically, Jackie was talking to Jay saying, hey, what did you talk to Cody? And Jay was basically saying, I was making sure if he was okay. And Cody said, yeah, but I need a minute. And after everyone else had gone back, Cody was still at the ring. After everyone else had gone back. Cody was still at the apron. Jackie went up, impromptu interview. And that's when I broke down.
Yeah.
Was when Cody talked. He's like, people say, oh, this person's the next Cena, this person's the next Taker, this person's the next Triple H. Cody's like, no. Those don't exist. But Cena made it so that way that this is a passing to the next generation, and that this generation is going to step up. And it was just seeing Cody get emotional, knowing what this probably means for him, because he's even though he's not the next Cena, he is the one who's put in that position now.
He's the guy now. He's the guy.
Because it's
He's the guy. He's the guy now.
Yeah,
That's it.
because it's
But
not
there's
Roman.
yeah.
It's not Roman anymore.
No.
Thank goodness.
Nope.
But
Well, I don't know, thank goodness, but
it took Roman turning heel to Roman to be the guy, but he still wasn't around. So just hearing that, and then I will say the result tonight was the absolute right result. I've called it ever since we figured it was going to be Gunther. He needed to make Cena tap. It had to be, because as John Cena is old school, and old school mentality, as Triple H himself said on the post show when he was getting booed out of the post show, even said, tradition is you go out on your back, you go out on your shield. John Cena lost tonight in this way because this is how John Cena wanted to lose. John Cena wanted to lose this match in this specific way. And this was not a Triple H call. And Triple H knows that people aren't going to like that. When they booed him when he came out onto the post show, he's like, I'm disappointed you guys aren't louder.
damn, good for Paul. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Oh, love it when he
I told my
fights
mom
at him like that. It makes my day, for real.
No, seriously, Jeff, you need to go. I would say go back and watch that post show.
We will.
I will. I always do.
And everyone that came out said the exact same thing, that this was the right call. Miz said it. Punk said it. Cena losing was the right call. Gunther being the one to do it was the right call. You rarely see the superstars being that much fed up with a crowd for their thoughts on something before. But no, they are backing Cena to the hilt.
So here's the deal. Everybody bitching that Triple H's booking ruined Cena's career. No. You muckerfellas that are booing that finish and viscerally F-bombing Triple H are what is ruining this night for y'all. You're ruining it for y'all. You're not ruining it for me. I loved it. I'm here for it. You said you needed to go. JJ, if I may have you share the screen, but you can like put us back to not having the screen on screen, just so I can play this for Josh and he'll hear what it is. I think you're going to know what it is. Just, okay, well, that works too. All right.
Vaguely familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was the NBA on NBC theme before you were born, so I get it. But
okay, yeah,
that's the NBA on NBC theme, and it's back since the NBA is back on NBC this year. That's why that first graphic for the show is called Round Ball Rock, because us '90s babies are like, so
Yeah. So, like I said, Cena tapping out to Gunther, and Pete Rosenberg said it best.
Oh no,
that was yeah, I know. I'm gonna say it though. The fact that they had us engaged in about a 10-minute sleeper hold match,
right
at the end there. Exactly, because Cena did every single thing he could to get out of it, and the reason he smiled at the end is because he knew he couldn't do it.
Exactly.
It was Claudio versus Brian Danielson all over
I
again.
was just gonna say
From
JJ was there
PWG.
for an hour sleeper hold match.
And just you see, and I will say the reaction in that from TV wise, was watch that Cena losing to Gunther,
Yeah.
Taker losing to Brock.
Oh, 100%.
Pin drop.
Crowd was exactly I said that on the air, I think.
Yeah.
And
I'll also throw Miz cashing in on Randy Orton because that gave us the angry Miz girl. And like some of those facial expressions in the crowd were so reminiscent of her.
Except there were 19,000 Miz girls.
Yeah.
Real quick. If I would have known you guys at that time, you would have had Angry Josh because I got so pissed off that night that the neighbors in the next trailer over in the trailer park literally came to my window to tell me to shut up because I was so pissed.
So the origins of Shut the Fuck Up, Josh.
Pretty much.
His own neighbors.
Thank you, Miz. And just this entire night was just really good, especially that moment right before with Cena, with Truth, with Hendry. That little tribute. That was like...
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
So, and to answer your final question, JJ, my time is now. Easy. Because, I was never around for the Thugonomics era.
It's okay.
Right.
You can still listen to it now for all time.
Mm-hmm.
Except if you want to use it to post on a story on Instagram, because that sound's not available.
Huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
When I was making my story today, I wanted to use basic Thugonomics for the last image, and it's not on there.
Yeah, I've had to stop editing videos together that I put the audio on myself because WWE keeps copyrighting me. But now, if that's not on there, I'll just fucking use it and see what happens.
Yeah. So, thank you guys. This was
Therapeutic?
like I said earlier, Cena was not my number one when I started watching. Undertaker was.
Yeah.
I was a SmackDown guy.
Yeah.
Through and through. I was a SmackDown guy. That it was Taker, Edge, Jericho, Morrison, Truth.
Oh.
Those guys. That era, 2010 SmackDown, was way better than 2010 Raw. Let's be real. But
yeah,
it was guest host time. On
Oh
Raw.
yeah, okay, I know.
Yeah, let's be real.
There was like one good host.
Uh-huh.
There was more than one.
Eh.
Bob Barker, Pee Wee Herman, The Muppets, Ozzy Osbourne. That's at least 4. There's
Pee-wee
more
was-
than one.
Pee Wee was fun. The
Pee Wee
Osbournes-
had Lita come back, okay?
Okay, that's fair. Okay. I love Pee Wee. You know I love Paul Rubin.
But getting to see Cena's later career, and I was never an anti-Cena guy. Never was. I never got it. I never got the hate. But just looking at it in retrospect, like, again, Cody Rhodes said it the best. I can't do it justice tonight to what Cody said. But when he broke down, that's when I finally broke down.
Yeah.
So
Now that makes sense.
So
The only thing I can say as far as the Cena hate, and again, I think it's the main reason why I started hating him so much, was because I had started to get into independent wrestling.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing all these guys have these, for lack of a better term, submission classics, technical classics on the indies, very much akin to what AEW presents these days. So I was kind of like a sicko before the term sicko existed, as far as like that type of fan. But when you get into that type of wrestling, and especially if you are actually wrestling yourself, like I was at the time, Cena's matches just didn't do it because, they're cookie cutter. It's 5 moves of doom. It's the finish. Maybe you'll get a vertical suplex. Maybe you'll get a DDT. Maybe you'll get a scoop slam. But it's Cena gets his ass beat for 10 minutes, hits the 5 moves of doom, gets the win, 1, 2, 3.
Hogan.
Yeah,
Where's the story?
he was our generation's Hogan.
Except
so when you're studying technical wrestling, when you're watching people putting on technical grappling classics on the indies, when you're actually wrestling, in a public park where people can just stop and watch you because you don't have a ring or anything. No, the cops don't arrest you, but they actually stop to watch you to make sure you're not legitimately kicking the shit out of each other. And then they say, go ahead, as long as you're not really fighting.
Yeah.
John Cena's matches just were garbage in comparison. No
Am I
offense.
playing a video game during this? Yes. I'm just being funny.
Again, fair enough. And like I said, I came in. I mean, he did have some great matches. Again, the Mania matches, which I'm assuming this guy, to my whichever side we're going to say this is going to probably mention. But
probably a couple of them.
Just, it's an end of an era. Like, I'll be honest, I cried more for Taker's retirement. And again, this, you could tell this was Cena's call. Just with Cena and Triple H laughing in the ring when Triple H got up into the apron, everyone was chanting, "You fucked up" to Triple H. Because this was actually planned retirement. The Boneyard match, Taker did not plan that as his retirement match. He decided it after the fact.
So it was going to be him and AJ in a ring, but when they had to go what they had to do, that's where that's where it pivoted, and it was a great pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And while Roman was supposed to be, even though it was not actually said, when Taker watched that back, it was like, yeah, no.
Well, yeah. If you watch the last ride documentary, and you watch him, Michelle, watching that back, it's like, oof.
Yeah,
it's rough. And the match itself was rough. It's just having that match go the way it did for him, and then still doing the moment, felt like it was a fuck up. So, I think this went about as well as it could.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway,
this was Cena doing what he knew he needed to do. He gave up to give the torch to the next generation.
Yep.
That's exactly what it was. I am tired. It is 1:30 over here on the East Coast.
Wow.
I'm snowed in, so unfortunately no church tomorrow, but I am sleepy.
Hey, you can tell the Lord what's up, right where you sitting.
That's right.
So I'm going to get going. Love you guys. I will talk to you guys later.
Next Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. Hopefully, it depends what time the girlfriend leaves after our date.
Pre-record. I'm doing that. So is Santa, apparently.
Good night, Josh.
Good night, Josh.
Fuck the...
No, not fuck the Belichick. I don't even care anymore.
And then there were 4, but teleporting in to the command center via the Morphin Grid, our very own Pink Ranger is here. Hello, Datilla.
Hey, I'm having an issue where I can't hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay, but I can't hear you guys now. Crap, I hate doing it on my phone. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to sort this out.
Okay. So while we wait for Datilla to get situated, we'll go to you, Nick. As we did bypass over you so we could get Josh in so he could get out of here.
Yes.
Kenny Omega
favorite moments, favorite matches, if you have any favorite movies. I know you're not a huge WWE guy, but I'm sure you've seen a few Cena matches in your lifetime. So
the only one I can remember, because I have a memory of a goldfish, John Cena versus Edge at Unforgiven.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just because I was a young lad and was there when that was.
Oh,
you were even there for it. Oh, what a dick.
Yeah, I was there for it.
That's awesome, dude.
Okay.
That's cool.
I don't remember like how it went.
Yeah.
I just remember I know I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel.
Hey, we can actually see some of Zinta's face now.
That's your face.
It's your face. Yeah, no, I don't really have like a.
Oh shit.
Yeah, favorite. Like that would be the only match that I remember seeing. I think favorite moment, just because I see it so often on Instagram and YouTube, is the one where I think it's Carlito, Edge, and Lita. They're all in the ring. Oh, she's gone.
She was having technical difficulties too, saying she
okay.
couldn't hear us.
When they were all in the wheel, they're all in the ring, and John Cena's cutting that promo on all of them. And
Yes.
he calls Lita a slut. She says, "Blow me." He has the pinwheel.
Man, that's rough.
I remember that.
That is so not PG, John Cena. Jesus Christ.
I remember the first time Edge cashed in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
At New Year's Revolution.
Yes.
All right, I can hear you now. Can you
Cool.
hear me?
Yes, it's going though.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, I mean that's. I don't have, and I hopefully this doesn't come off as a dick, because y'all had like great stories and y'all like these really emotional. I don't have that same emotion. You know, like all you guys were like, I don't know, I don't have that. So
it's okay.
That's okay.
yeah. See, hearing you guys all say it, you guys are all getting emotional and crying. I'm like, wow, I feel like such a heartless asshole.
No, it again for me and Jay, it's different than everybody else in the room except Mikey when he was here. You know, so
Yeah.
and even that, Mikey wasn't. You know, Mikey wasn't either as talkative with him as Jay and I were. So
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it's much more different.
Because I love Mikey, but he's the weird hanger-on type of friend that sometimes makes people feel uneasy because they don't completely understand Mikey the way Mikey is.
Yeah.
You know, unless they really get to know him.
Yeah, exactly.
So for somebody of John's stature, it's like, Mikey's kind of weird, but we love him, you know.
Funny enough, real quick, Nick, going through trying to find the original copy of the Cena pick with you and I, just so I could edit it properly. So I typed in Cena in your and my like friendship thing on Facebook. There was a post by K Spence. Okay, you're right. Fuck John Cena to you. And I'm like, God damn it.
It's a blast from the past
baseball,
game that I was completely okay with not hearing again, but
I know,
what?
right? But yeah, total inside baseball.
That's
Everyone's
approved.
fuck, but sorry. Never think about that right now.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, yeah. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have like I said it before. Hopefully.
All right. Well,
I
at
don't-
least
I don't-
answer the $1 million question. Basic thugonomics or my time is now.
My time is now. That was what I grew up with. So
Okay.
that's really like I wasn't. Yeah, like I remember playing the old WWF games. That was like that was what John Cena came out to in them, right? But yeah, I would say my time is now.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and go next, and then we can go to Datilla, and she can just kind of like hit everything, kind of talk about what Cena meant to her,
Yeah,
and then answer the questions, and then we'll let you kind of close us out here. But
Do that.
right out the jump, I'm gonna say basic thugonomics.
Oh, sure.
I always hated My Time Is Now. Mainly because he like changed his theme song like 2-3 weeks before Mania 21.
Right.
And I was so looking forward to going to WrestleMania 21 and popping for Basic Thugonomics because I figured he was going to win the title. Like just something in my gut told me he was going to have his moment there, and I wanted it to be Basic Thugonomics and everything. Like 3 weeks before he changes his theme song, I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck you. That was kind of the start of the Cena hate right there, was him changing the theme song before WrestleMania. But I always just preferred his flow in that song, and I always loved the line, my incisors like a viper biting through your one-liners.
Right.
Just that shit always kind of hit hard to me.
Yeah.
Match-wise, I definitely have to go with one of the ones Zenta said in Money in the Bank 2011. Especially since, and mentioned it before the two ladies joined, but especially since we were there when the pipe bomb was dropped that led to that match.
Oh, right.
Even though Punk put Cena through a table to start said moment, I wouldn't call that a John Cena moment. That's definitely a Punk moment, but since we were there for that, and that led to arguably one of the greatest matches of his career.
One of the only 5-star ones for sure.
That definitely has to be on there as far as match for me.
Yeah.
I got to go with his 2 matches against HBK also. The Mania one and then the Raw one in London that went for an hour.
Absolutely.
Just at a time when John Cena had got to a point where he was just kind of coasting in matches.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels said, nah, bitch, if I'm putting you over, you're going to have a fucking classic.
Yep.
And he pulled one out of Cena twice. One for an hour.
Right. And that was in the middle of his started the reign with Edge in September, lost it only because he had to forfeit it with the injury the following October.
Yeah.
So that was a run of mixed bag, and Michaels pulled that shit out of him, like you said. So good.
And it was supposed to be Hunter, but Hunter had gotten injured, so they slotted HBK in the spot.
And Shawn was like, I'm not just a slot, bitch. It was so good.
Both
of them.
Moments. Pretty much any of his freestyles.
Right.
The battle against Big Show was just great. The shit that he did against Miz and Rock when he kind of came back to the freestyle after being, the chain gang soldier for so long.
Yeah.
The whole Marine gimmick. The fact that he turned a throwaway line from a Rock promo into an endorsement deal.
Right.
Like, you can't get much better pettiness than that. Like, people talk about the level of petty that 50 Cent still shows to Ja Rule, buying out the first 4 rows at a Ja Rule concert so that there's no fans in the first 4 rows.
So good.
Freaking John Cena took a line that The Rock gave about looking like a big bowl of Fruity Pebbles and turned it into a fucking commercial deal with Fruity Pebbles promoting the cereal.
So
like,
good.
seriously, you can't get better than that.
Dude.
And I was Team Rock through the whole thing, okay? But even I had to be like, you know what, Cena? Bravo for that shit. Bravo.
Yeah, that one comes up every once in a while.
Because a month and a half after that, fucking went to the grocery store and John Cena's face is on the box of Fruity Pebbles next to Fred Flintstone. I'm just like, they fucking did it.
We were living together. You brought that shit home. It's like, we're not gonna eat that, right? Like, no, we're gonna fucking eat the Fruity Pebbles, motherfucker. It's like, all right. Whatever.
I was living with a drunk Jeff. Had to have something to sober his ass up.
Yeah, but that was just pure diabetes in a cereal bowl, to be fair.
So that covers the matches, the moments.
Yeah.
As far as the movies,
Mhm.
most of Cena's movies that I've seen were hot garbage.
Oh.
I'm not as big of a Cena hater as I once was, but let's be facts. I haven't seen too many of his more recent movies since he's gotten better and become a bankable Hollywood star.
Okay.
I'd have to say my favorite still to this date is Legendary.
Oh, so good.
You know, the one he did with Danny Glover and I think Patricia Clarkson was his mom.
Patricia Arquette? No.
No, I think it's Clarkson.
I'll look while you talk. I think you're right, though.
But yeah, Legendary I thought was a solid one. One of the WWE films he did early on.
Yeah. A lot of them were good. But that was.
The Marine I always clowned because they gave him the name John in the movie. It was like, yeah, it's because he's such a shitty actor. He didn't respond when they tried to give him a character name.
Right.
So they had to change the character to John so he'd actually respond.
You're right. I apologize. Patricia Clarkson, Danny Glover, Madeline Martin, and Tyler Posey were the main supporting actors. Okay.
12 rounds was what it was. And I forget some of the more recent. I still haven't seen Cock Blockers, which I heard is incredibly funny. Never saw Ferdinand, like Zenta was talking about. I really want to go see Zootopia and see CM Punk and Roman Reigns as the Z-Bros.
73.
Z-Bros.
Like that shit has me dying that those two are in the movie together, but whatever.
I'm trying to find the one that Dylan and I saw together. I can throw it at you, see if you ever saw that one. I can't remember the freaking name of it. Give me a second.
I know he's been in a Fast and the Furious movie. One of the more recent ones. I forget which one and if I even saw it because after a while they started blending together to me.
I think it's Fast 8 or Fast 7 that he started coming into it.
F9 was
because they portray him as Dom's brother.
Yeah, no, I know he's supposed to be Dom's brother, but like I said, after a certain point, they just start blending together. It's like a horror franchise.
Yeah,
you know, you start watching like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, even Halloween. You get to a certain point, and they just kind of blur together. It's like, which one was this one? I forget. They all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Imagine John Cena was in a Power Rangers movie.
Don't get to tell us started.
Don't
get to tell us started. We have
flew all the way to Houston, Texas, from Southern California to take a picture with nothing.
Exactly.
So I wonder he'd obviously be the Red Ranger, right?
Yeah. The movie I'm talking about is Playing with Fire.
Probably. He if we're being serious about it, he'd probably be either the Red Ranger or he'd be cast as Tommy, the Green and White Ranger, because Cena was good as a bad guy in the beginning, but then once he had that baby face turn, he kind of stayed baby face.
Yeah.
So I could see him portraying Tommy, but Datilla, what do you think about that as you weigh in and talk about, first of all, what John Cena means to you? And then once you're done with that, favorite moments, matches, and movies, if you have any. But who would John Cena play in the Power Rangers?
You know what? I think he'd be Red. I cannot picture him as Tommy.
I can barely hear her. Maybe it's just me.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, I can't picture him as Tommy. I think he'd be okay as Red.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
As far as what John Cena means to me, oh my God. Okay. You guys know he's my favorite wrestler. He wasn't always my favorite wrestler. He became my favorite wrestler in 2007 after the whole, incident that occurred in 2007.
Yeah.
So he's been my favorite wrestler since then, and he means like a lot. Like, he was the reason that I just got super into wrestling after, that continued with wrestling in 2007. And even when everybody was hating on John Cena, like I never hated on John Cena. Never. And everybody was like turned on John Cena. I never turned on John Cena. I kept cheering for John Cena even if people were booing him, even if people were like saying that he sucks and calling him potato salad.
Potato salad. That's
Yeah.
one I never heard.
Roman said it
Oh, okay.
during the whole. It's like missionary. Same scenario.
And stuff. So
It was not good.
yeah, so I never turned on John Cena. I've always just been a John Cena fan since he debuted, since he was a Doctor of Thugonomics, but more so after 2007. And just like if you ask anybody that knows me, who's my favorite wrestler is, like everybody will always say John Cena. Like even if they know I like wrestling, like immediately, like they all know I like John Cena.
I mean, who else flies to Texas to take a picture with an invisible man?
Right?
If you don't love the man, like seriously.
Hey, if I was able to afford a ticket to the show, my ass would have been in DC right now.
I remember, and that's why I told Pete and Rachel, like, if I didn't have to work yesterday or tomorrow, I'd have been there with you.
So that's what you need to do with our picture with him, is completely remove him from the photo.
Right. So, dude, when we did do the edit, it's like, why are you taking a picture with yourself? And when we did post the real one, it's like, why are you standing so far apart, y'all? What the fuck? It's like, Jesus Christ, you guys.
Because it was Vegas weather and we're two big men. We were sweaty.
It's fucking hotter than dog shit.
It's fucking the end of June in Las Vegas, but we digress.
But then again, we have other friends bringing their 9.5-month pregnant girlfriends with them and trotting them around. So how dumb are we compared to some other people? Anyway, carry on.
That's fair. Anyways, go ahead, Nutella.
Yeah, like I never had gotten that for whatever reason. I had never gotten the opportunity to meet John Cena. Like I know when they came for SummerSlam, I could not get a ticket. Like his ticket sold out, so I ended up getting Rey Mysterio, which was good because I also like Rey Mysterio. So I had never gotten the opportunity. That's the reason why I flew to Houston, because I never got the opportunity to meet John Cena ever. And it sucks that I got that I didn't get to meet him as like the WWE superstar, because I met him at Comic Palooza and he wasn't there under the WWE banner. He was there just as an actor. But still, that was still an incredible experience. I wouldn't trade that for anything.
There you go.
And would I do it? Would I fly to Houston again? Of course I would fly to Houston again.
It's one of those, at the time you did that, his meet and greets are so expensive that it's just, I couldn't, that's why I didn't go up to him in San Diego. I just did one of those, saw him across the room, we're good to go.
You know something though, WWE would charge us, because I paid $500 for a photo and an autograph, and WWE was charging like $3 something for just an audit for just a photo.
Yeah, it's when you have a connection with somebody, you're grateful. You don't feel compelled to have to freaking throw that damn money down. You just try to do your best to make sure you get eye contact, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Dylan wasn't with me, so I could bob and weave as best I could. And it's just, he saw me, I saw him, and he knew we were there. And that's what I wanted to have happen. He knew that Dylan and I were in town to see the last pay-per-view match. So that was what was important to me. But, if the money would have been there, I probably would have done it.
Yeah, I feel you there.
So what about favorite matches, moments, and movies?
Oh God, my favorite match, one of my favorite John Cena matches, has to be John Cena versus JBL. I Quit match, Judgment Day 2005.
Okay.
And then I obviously also like AJ Styles versus John Cena SummerSlam 2016.
Okay.
I felt like by that point, like AJ Styles showed he got a really good match out of John Cena, and that was at a point where John Cena was still like, and that's I wouldn't say he was necessarily hated, but still, like people would the 5 moves of doom and stuff like that. So I think that match really showed that he could still have a good match.
This is a match that we never thought that we would get because it was the face of TNA and the face of WWE for a time.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. TNA.
During the same eras, like they were the respective faces during the same time frame.
Yeah, they were. No one even wasn't watching TNA at the time, and I knew who AJ Styles was.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, what about moments, promos, type of thing? Like, I didn't even touch on the fact that I was there for his first championship win because I was at Mania 21.
Lucky. I've always wanted to be at Mania 21, but I was 12, so I couldn't go. But favorite moments? Let me see.
Houston.
Yeah, well, obviously Houston, Texas, when I got to meet John Cena. He was so nice. I told him I flew all the way from California, and he was like, "Oh wow, thank you." Yeah. No, yeah. So many good John Cena moments. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Oh my god, I have to come back to you on this one. I like a lot of John Cena moments.
We'll just try to narrow it down to one or two. I know it may be hard, but we don't want to be on the air until next Saturday and karaoke night. So
No, I know.
It's gonna be hard enough doing that show.
One of my favorite moments, well, not necessarily fully about John Cena. I really like how, like, at the end of the Eddie Guerrero tribute show, he put the Eddie shirt on the ring and then put the title right next to it. I thought that was such a sweet gesture.
there you go.
Yeah.
People forget about that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. I thought that showed that he was a really sweet moment. And then I also liked a moment that I don't know if you guys have seen it like floating around, but I liked the moment where it was supposed to be Cena's in the ring and then Edge, what's his name? Johnny Nitro is on. They're out the outside of the ring, and Edge is talking about how he's like a civil rights activist, and just Cena's reaction to that, he's like, "So," and that was hilarious.
Okay, pulling a deep cut there.
Yeah, right. Love it.
What about movies? Favorite Cena movies?
I like cock blockers.
Okay.
I like them in Trainwreck.
Oh, Trainwreck.
That was the Amy Schumer one.
Amy Schumer, yeah. Oh my god.
See that one.
I do not need to see that one again ever. It was more of John I never needed to see. Thank you very damn much. Nope.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I almost said this one, but I didn't want to say it and then be like, he wasn't in that. Wasn't he in one of the Daddy's Home movies with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah,
he's in the second one for sure. I'm not sure about the first one.
I think he shows up at the tail end of the first one, kind of like to set up the sequel. I think he's in the sequel.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those, so I'm not sure.
I never saw the sequel. I saw the first one.
I've never seen I never seen either.
The first one was really good, watching Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg play off each other. I wanted to see the second one because of Cena, but I just never got to it.
Verbatim on Wiki. Daddy's Home as Roger cameo. So there you go.
Yeah. And then he's in the second one, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. The cameo sets up. You said it exactly the way you needed to say it.
Okay, perfect. I thought so, but I wasn't 100%. So
same.
Okay. Continue, Luchella. My bad. I didn't mean to step on you.
No, it's okay. A little off topic. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell have some great chemistry. I may have never seen Daddy's Home, but I saw the other guys. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the other guys has The Rock, who dies in like the first 5 minutes of the movie. So
right.
Yeah.
So both movies that have Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg have wrestler connections.
So Will Ferrell's not all bad.
Hey, he's a Kings fan too.
That's exactly why I've gotten off his fucking case.
And Elf, which you
Elf is-
saw
Elf
like
is-
in its entirety in clips and out of sequence the first time, and then you went back and actually watched the fucking movie.
Yes, and I adore Elf. He's wonderful in that, and the whole movie's wonderful.
But again, continue to tell her. We keep getting off track here.
Yeah, we're trying.
No, it's okay.
So Trainwreck, Cock Blockers.
Let me see. Yeah, Trainer Cockblockers. I did watch Submarine. I did like it when it first came out, but I'm like looking back, I'm like, I only liked it because of John Cena,
Yeah.
I liked him in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
See, I still never saw the Suicide Squad that he was in. I saw the original, but I never saw the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
I saw both.
It was, I mean, it was what it was. They were trying to reband it. So,
well, if Zenta took off for the night, thank you for coming in, Zenta. We do appreciate you.
yes,
It may be getting late for her too. I'm not sure what time zone she's in.
probably. Like I said, the background's gonna be a thing by the time we're all through, brother.
Okay.
It's all good.
And then the $1 million question for you, Datella. Basic Thugonomics or My Time Is Now?
Why not both? I like both.
Gotta pick one. You're making a wrestling theme song CD. There's only room for one. You've only got enough space to fit one of the songs on there because you've got DX, you've got HBK, you've got whatever other theme songs
One of
are on there
everybody.
that you love. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You've only got room for one Cena theme. Basic Thugonomics or My Time Is Now?
All right. Basic Thugonomics.
There we go. Atta girl. Someone's finally on my side. Everyone has been saying My Time Is Now until I said Basic Thugonomics.
Well, it's because those horns are iconic. Those
They
trumpets.
are.
He was getting sued over.
This is gonna be hilarious coming from a white boy, but much like Cena, I grew up in like urban territory, so I have a love and respect for hip hop music. I always thought Cena's lyrics were better on Basic Thugonomics. Like his rhymes were just harder.
Yeah, well, they are.
Yeah.
Because he had something to prove. He was that gritty kid making a name for himself, where by the time My Time Is Now, he's the established star.
Right.
He hadn't entered Super Cena territory yet, but Basic Thugonomics was the Red Sox. My Time Is Now is the Yankees.
Yeah, that's valid.
To make an analogy, Basic Thugonomics is that gritty kid, grimy, grinding, just trying to get anybody to take a notice of him. And My Time Is Now is 17 fucking championship reigns. You know what I mean? 17 rings. It's like you're a dynasty now. So if you listen to the lyrics, like I just feel like his rhymes were so much better.
It's funny that Basic Economics is the only track on that album that actually like lasted as a theme and was honestly worth a spit. There were some decent things on there. Kennedy's remix was okay. I didn't mind the faster paced music part of his theme, but like just Basic Economics carried John through. Think about it. Before he went back and reacquired the U.S. title, Basic Economics was his secondary champion run.
Mm-hmm.
Every U.S. title he won prior to WrestleMania 21 was with that theme. And like you said, he switched it 2 weeks before, which is, I think, did he use it the night he lost to Orlando Jordan? I don't remember.
Think so.
It's interesting stats. We can look it up and talk about it before we start singing next week. But it's like if that's the last time he used Basic Economics was when he lost the U.S. title to Orlando Jordan in the lead up to Mania. That's an interesting stat.
It is.
So,
where's Stat Boy when you need him?
He was here earlier, but he dipped. It's late for a lot of people, darling. The people left in the room, aside from Nick, are all West Coasters. So we still have an hour before midnight. So
we had 10 and people waiting at one point. Man, this is a hot show tonight. So
100%. And during the watch long, at one point, we had over 200 people watching us.
Which, as you call me, the founder of the feast, dude, that fucking warms my heart. It can't warm my soul. It doesn't exist.
That's
Warms
right,
my
you
heart.
fucking ginger.
Fucking gingers. Damn South Park. I hate you both, Trey and Matt. Anyway,
But yeah,
I remember that episode.
I put a lot of stock in the fact that we were on both Walter and the Simply Reliable Studios X channels.
Yeah,
like I was looking at the numbers, and over 100 people were watching on Walter's X account.
that makes me so happy, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, it's just like paying. They had the little promotion, for Thanksgiving or whatever, where the check mark was $1.
Oh no shit.
So I paid the $1 for the SRS Studios to get the check mark. That way I could try to message people, set up interviews and whatnot, because a lot of people have it where if you're not verified, you can't message them.
Yep.
So I was like, well, I'll pay the $1, let it run until they try to tell me, oh, the rate's going back up now, and then I'll probably cancel it. But
whoever
it gives me the opportunity for a few months to try and message people, set up interviews and whatnot. So
whoever you don't reach out to before New Year's, let me know. Just saying. New Year's Eve needs to be big. So
I'm doing what I can. I mean, I don't want it to be so big that it takes away from us and our achievements and the awards.
Sure. Right.
But I do want to try to have a surprise or two.
Absolutely.
So
like I said, if I get to go, if Disney needs time off, I will all but 100% guarantee Nikki and Brie will be on for us for even for a blip of a moment. We'll get the girls on.
And that's all the, no disrespect to any of the independent talent that I may reach out to and secure, but that's all the star power we really need.
Right.
Is a couple of minutes with them.
Yeah. And that's,
and especially if you can come in with them live and maybe have them announce an award for us. Like, here's the nominees for this award. Here's who won it. Congratulations. Like, female superstar of the year, female breakout star of the year, one of those awards right there.
Perfect.
Having them be on camera to, like you would at an award show. Here's Nikki and Brie to present this award. Here's the nominees. Here's the winner. Congratulations.
That's my basic thought process behind them being on, was to present one of the awards, since I don't know how much time I'm going to get. So you got to maximize your minutes.
Exactly.
So yeah, that would be the plan. Okay.
Speaking of award shows, how much of a John Cena fan I actually watched the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards that he hosted.
That was fun. That was a fun moment.
There you go. That's a good one.
Enjoyed that. Yeah.
I completely forgot about that because I believe that happened during my hiatus. So
I believe it did too. Yes.
Yeah, it did. Also, speaking of South Park, did anybody ever watch the episode where they parodied the WWE?
The episode of what?
The episode of South Park where they parodied the WWE.
Oh yes,
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, she mentioned that because I mentioned Trey and Matt being assholes.
Gotcha.
All right.
They're not assholes just because they see through your ginger ass.
That's right. They're just clairvoyant and douchey about it. Anyway. No, I love Trey.
Nick disappeared. So
He
he's gone memes too. Good night,
West
Nick.
Coast Ride, yo.
That's right. West Coast representing.
SoCal.
Live on the west
SCU.
side.
The west side is the best side, even though
That's
Walter
right.
was one of the first ones to dip out, and he's West Coast too. Asshole.
That's okay. He's West Coast by replanting.
Transplant.
Yeah, transplant. We OGs. We
Born
need to call
and bred,
Frankie and
baby.
Sky and Chris and see if they'll make a full SCU. Why not? Anyway, Frankie would be the only one that would be mad at me for calling this late, though, to be fair. Sky might kick my ass. Chris would kick my ass. Anyway, all right. I already said what John means to me. We did the whole, that was, earlier. Oh, wait, did I actually do that or no?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did that. You just need to do your moments, matches, movies, and then the $1 million question.
Yeah, well, the $1 million
And then
question.
we can get to shills and get out of here.
$1 million question. I love both themes, but I'm gonna hold to the agreement and pick one. Gun to my head. I'm going with My Time Is Now, and that's just me. It is what it is.
It's us against the world, Datella.
What?
So,
Said it's us against the world because we're the only ones that picked basic thugonomics.
Okay.
Movies. or media appearance, movie, TV, whatever.
Yeah.
I liked playing with fire, the Fireman movie. Dylan and I'm going to see that together, so that's part of it. Is the whole we got to go see it together. I said at the top, the Marine is the movie that and the moment that turned things around for my fandom of John Cena. So can't not say that. So that's the two. If I got to give an honorary mention, I am going to scroll really quick. Ken Made and Barbie. That shit was funny. I knew it was coming, and I still nearly peed my pants laughing. And then I messaged him, and I went, between Peacemaker in your underwear and this shit, like everything's ruined. Like I can't like hang with you no more without laughing my ass off. Schmuck. I also enjoyed Ferdinand. I haven't seen it in years, but I did enjoy it. I know people in my circle love Ferdinand, so it's all good. Matches. Anything he did with Punk, I thought was, another level. Pick one of the 60 matches with Orton. It's kind of hard to find a bad one. There's a couple, but you have to dig real deep or, just be a douche and find it on purpose, right? I also, as far as seeing it in person, I thoroughly enjoyed the triple threat match with Hunter and Orton at WrestleMania 24. That whole weekend was a wonderful experience. So that's part of it. I still do regret not going to WrestleMania 21. I had my reasons why I could not. But sorry, I'm getting messages that are making me chuckle. Anyway, it's cute. And then moments, I'm going to wait until I can have Jay come back because I do want to show the moment, one of the moments, because I was there live for it, and I was not sure I'd ever see that kind of moment again live with who I'm going to describe. So I'll wait until he comes back and then I'll do the build. But the other moments, again, that moment in Vegas, finally getting to meet him in person after being acquainted for almost a year at that point. So that was fun. The moment in San Diego that we had literally across the convention center because, his line was out the door. You were there until you saw his line. It kind of was what it was. But
I actually didn't see his line because I only went on Saturday.
Okay, well, Friday, his line was literally out the front door. Not the door to the convention part, but the front door of the convention center. It was bananas, and I couldn't afford the ticket, so I just wanted to make sure that he and I had eye contact. That way he knew that Dylan and I were there, and that's exactly what I did. I just kind of bobbed and weaved, and, we did that. We held the whole cool dude, sup, and that was it. That's all I needed. And I was so glad that I got to do that. And I knew that I wouldn't probably get to do that again. So I was grateful I had the opportunity. The other moment, the match kind of is what it is, but the moment is what is key. We talk about June 27th, 2011 a lot, Jay, you and I. June 27th, 2005, however, gets talked about for me personally because I was there. JJ will forever hold it over my head that I did not go with him I was not there with him when The Rock made his big return after 7 years at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim, which is now the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. But I was at the Honda Center. I think it was still the pond. It was still the pond because you can even hear it on commentary. With what I'm about to show you here. One second. There we go. So this is a moment on Raw. It was Chris Jericho and Christian and Tomko against John Cena, Shawn Michaels. There you go, the roof over the pond. So it was still the pond back then. Thank you, Jerry the King Lawler, for the confirmation. you saw the shot where you were looking this way and the stage was here and Hogan was walking this way. In the crowd on that side, on the ramp, is my ass with Team No DQ watching that show. I raced down that aisle so I could get as close to Hogan as I could. And I'm bawling like a fucking idiot already. So, and I'm about to do it now. But the fact that John was part of that moment, and he was the sitting WWE champion. That was Michaels and Cena. And talk about 3 different tiers, generations. You know, that was that. I thought about that moment a lot this year, especially when Hulk passed, knowing this is John's last year. And I get fucked up every time I watch it. I don't know why I did it to myself on the air again. But I did because I'm an idiot. I'm a glutton for punishment.
I was going to say you're a glutton for punishment, Jeff.
But, you know, I mentioned the whole Hogan spot earlier when John had both belts. Cena and Batista did that in a similar type of match. It was the 2 of them and Hulk teaming up against, I forget who the other 3 were. I think it was Angle and Carlito and somebody else during that whole shit. But yeah, just moments like that you don't get a whole lot. Especially with Hogan at that point in his career. You were getting a whole lot of live Hulk Hogan moments. And the fact that John was part of one of my favorite moments in my fandom just, you know, speaks to his longevity, speaks to, and just seeing his reaction. Yes, I know he actually knew Hogan was coming out. You don't have that shit not be known, but his reaction to, oh my God, I'm teaming with Hulk Hogan was cool for me. That's probably my favorite John moment that isn't really a John moment. But when you were gone, I mentioned, you know, the moment in Vegas. I think that will forever be the enduring moment for me, is getting to meet him in person after we had been, you know, acquainted off and on for about a year at that point.
Corresponding.
And just, yeah, it was just so. And again, I think back a lot on that moment and the subsequent years, and it's just like, dude, he had no reason to stay my friend, and he did anyway. And I thought that was really cool. I thought it's powerful for me. I don't have a whole lot of people, at least it feels like a lot of times, that I can, you know, still count that I haven't completely, you know, pushed away in wrestling.
Yeah.
Not a very popular guy in wrestling, especially in the indie circuit here, but, you know, it is what it is. But John's still my pal, and I think that's pretty neat.
I wish that I communicated with him more.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to be the guy that came off as like bugging.
Right. No, I understand that.
You know, so I always picked and chose my moments when I reached out to him. The last time I remember actually communicating with him was probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was back in Missouri for my grandfather's funeral. And I was staying with my uncle, and he was showing me his old, I think it was either a Model T or a Model A that he had just gotten, was up on blocks that he was going to be restoring, repairing, like basically just the shell at this point.
Right.
And I took pictures of it and I sent it to him, and I was like, you know, as a car enthusiast,
yeah,
I thought you'd get a kick out of this. And he messaged me back talking about how cool that was. And that's pretty much the last time that I talked with him.
Wow. Yeah.
And at that point, I was just barely starting to come back into wrestling, because I came back during the pandemic, during the Thunderdome.
Yes, you did.
And we buried my grandfather. I want to say it was right around Father's Day. He passed in April, but he was cremated, and they held out just before Father's Day.
Right.
To try to give people an opportunity in the family to book flights and make the time. And so,
especially during that shit show pandemic, dude, you couldn't fly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
And there was a lot of family that could drive, but for someone like myself and even my dad, like flying was the way to go. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that was probably the last time I communicated with him. Maybe there was one other time since then, but I don't really remember. You know, if I did, it was a blip, you know.
Right. Same. It was few and far between, and he never actively responded, you know, directly in communication on the platforms we communicated on, except this very last time. And again, this is inside baseball, because I shared it with the group. I did not share it with anybody publicly until I knew I could, which is now. I informed him that Dylan and I were coming to San Diego and that I would love the opportunity if it presented itself. He could finally meet Dylan because, he very graciously sent Dylan a signed DVD cover. I think it was of the Word Life DVD, if I remember right.
Nice.
And, just the big old, JA on it because JC, sorry. It looks like an A the way he signs it because he's sloppier in writing than I am, which, sloppier signature than me is fucking saying something. But I mentioned it to him and I sent the message, and as busy as this dude is, I got a thumbs up and a fingers crossed. It's like, I will if I can. Like, pray we can. Next day, John, seemed to me great. $440. I texted back. I said, well, that's not happening. He sent another thumbs up back. It's like, sorry, dude. I don't book this shit. I just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I was determined to get that. Got to get eye contact. That way he knew. And I am forever grateful that went so far under the radar that it was okay. I am glad for you that you got to see his very first world championship win. I am overwhelmed that I got to take my son to his last PLE match. That befuckles me. That Dylan and I bookended his SoCal portion of his retirement. Basically bookended the tour, except for one appearance. We were there at the beginning, and we were there at the penultimate. And again, Dylan's not a fan anymore. He's very much like his mother, that once, he grew up, and once her and I split up, it's kind of like, okay, I'm done. But at Raw Netflix, he fucking threw that finger up in the air when Roman came out, and he acknowledged the tribal chief without provocation. He needed a little poking this time when Roman came out, but I was filming the both of us. That's fine. But when John came out, he graciously recorded his entrance because I didn't want to record the entrance. I wanted to experience it and watch that last run on pay-per-view, PLE, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's another favorite moment. And the match was fun too. So it's, the match was really fun with him and Dom. So
I was going to say that despite the outcome of the match, which I will, and I know it's not his fault, but I'll never forgive WWE for.
Yeah.
The SummerSlam 2010 moment of faces and heels uniting together to take on the invading Nexus.
Yep.
Bret Hart being part of the match, and I never thought I'd get to see Bret Hart wrestle again, and being there for that.
Yep.
As limited as his participation was in the match, getting to say that I saw Bret Hart wrestle live. I think he was on the Thunder show that I went to, but even still, both those shows were post-concussion.
Yes.
So he wasn't the excellence of execution either time I saw him, if he was on that Thunder show.
Right.
But that's the only other time I would have seen him, because he was in WCW. I only saw one WCW show.
Yep.
And it was years before he came back to WWE. So that's the only other time I could have seen him live.
And here you go. You saw Bret Hart's last PLE and pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
In person. We both did.
So, and Cena being on that team, Jericho, Edge,
who weren't shouted out during the tribute video, by the way.
Yeah.
Returning Daniel Bryan after only a month or so of you seeing him and Claudio go an hour of fucking headlocks.
Well, no, that was way before he even joined WWE. That was like 05, Claudio and Bryan. Yes, because remember, we had the opportunity to go to Bryan's last match, or Bryan's return and Scott Lost's last match, but somebody who rolls around for a living
shall not be named on TV.
wanted to go to Disneyland for her birthday instead, and we missed that opportunity.
Okay, I'm mixing the eras up because you know what? You're right. Bryan versus Claudio was during his pre-signing because my buddy Alex came to Rocky Horror Cast that night and told me about it because he was on that show too.
I remember.
So my bad. But yeah. Bryan's return after thinking, oh God, he got fired. Oh no. And he did technically, but yeah, that was a fun night, a great moment. Like you said, I enjoyed that. Well, actually, I don't remember enjoying much of it after about the first couple of drinks, but I apparently did because I'm on film enjoying myself.
Because Drunk Jeff was a thing. I think that was the first time I experienced Drunk
Yeah,
Jeff.
it was definitely the first time you experienced it. Not the no DQ audience, but definitely your first time.
Because that was my no DQ debut.
It was. There you go. John Cena leading that PLE team led to your first appearance on NoDQ.com. So thank you, Cena. Clap, 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 clap. There you go.
Yeah, I'm right.
Now
All
that
right.
we mentioned
Maybe a
John
stretch.
Cena shows real quick, like
I'm sorry?
now that we mentioned like John Cena's like shows that we've been to, like
Oh,
I got to
shit.
see all three of his final shows here in California: Raw, Money in the Bank, and San Diego. You know,
See, I miss Money
and my first show that I was as an adult that I was able to buy tickets for was SummerSlam 2012. You know, and then I
Oh,
was there
wow,
SummerSlam
okay.
20. Yes,
I was there
SummerSlam
for that.
2013.
Yeah, so was I.
You know, I
No,
got
wait,
to see the
2012?
return of
2012, you were at Hooters, I think.
No, that was 13. Let's see. 10 that was Drunk Jeff. 11 was the cash in after the Undisputed match, right? With Nash?
Yes.
Okay, so I was there for that. 2012, 2011, I was up in the cheap seats with Dylan and his mom. 2012, I had gone to Access and then went home to hold down the Casa while you guys were there.
Okay.
13, that was when I was at Hooters and finding out about Brian's being cashed in on and just my heart growing 3 sizes too small that day. Damn Randy Orton. And I was definitely at SummerSlam 2014, but it wasn't a favorite moment or a match. Jump scare, motherfucker.
I
Anyway,
didn't go to SummerSlam 2014 because I was saving up to go to WrestleMania 31. So
Now-
I went to Hall in the Cell 2015. I got to see the return of Alfredo Del Rio.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was actually sick that day. I think I was gonna go to the show because I got really, really sick. But luckily some electrolytes and some IV fluids the day before really helped me be able to go to that show.
They are a godsend.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got to see that. I got to see No Mercy 2017 where he wrestled Roman Reigns.
I was there for SummerSlam 21 when he wrestled Roman Reigns. I wasn't at No Mercy because I was at an after party waiting for everybody to show up.
I was also at SummerSlam 21 actually. I went to Allegiant Stadium.
So was I. I was there with my dad.
Cool. Yeah. So I just got to see so many John Cena matches, and I feel really fortunate I was able to do all 3 in this year in California.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know he was on the show, but I can't remember who he worked because I think it was right before he turned babyface, leading up to Survivor Series 2003. He was on the SmackDown house show. I'm scrolling here. Keep on scrolling. Oh, went too far, I think. Maybe. No, didn't go back far enough. God damn, he wrestled a lot. Sorry.
He was that guy.
He was that guy. Okay, so there's November 8th, November 9th. Low battery. No shit phone. Thank you. Okay, so that's after he wrestled Lesnar for the title. Their Survivor Series. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So it was after Survivor Series. I take that back. There was a SmackDown house show. And I'll never forget this because I went with Aaron, and I think not Mikey, but I think Mike was with us. And I think their other friend from high school was there. And you can feel free to debate if you want to tell. You can go ahead and say power down since you need to go. I'm good. But thank you for popping in, if you can hear me. I don't know if she can hear me. Where was I? Oh, so yeah, the 4 of us were at the SmackDown House show, and Lesnar came out to defend the title against John Cena. It was the main event of the house show, and Lesnar came out, and everybody was chanting, "You tapped out, you tapped out because I think you tapped out either at Survivor Series or in the Iron Man match with Kurt, one or the other. And I'll never forget Aaron was chanting, "So did Hogan. So did Hogan," at the crowd because Aaron was just being that guy, being the button pusher. But yeah, that was the first time I ever saw John wrestle live, was at that SmackDown house show.
Okay.
Like I said, you can change background now if you want. The dads are
Working on it.
Welcome everyone to this final part of the Shenanigans, which is now Dads Are Wrestling. For the first time in a long time. Jesus Christ. Talk about last man standing, Iron Man. John Cena may be the Iron Man, but so were we, by golly. Yeah, first time I saw him live would have been that house show because wait, did he wrestle at Unforgiven 2002? Was he on that card? No, it couldn't. It was a SmackDown card, so he may have been. I'm going to scroll some more, and we're going to find out. Because that would have been the first time I saw him live, would have been that show. Whoever's knocking, I'm still on the air, but I think I recognize the knock. Sorry. Love you, bud. Sorry. Told you.
Aww.
Shenanigans, dude. 4 hours. Yeah, till midnight. Calm yourself, Iago. Let's see. He was not on the Unforgiven card, it looks like. So yeah, the last time I would have seen him would have been, the first time I would have seen him would have been that house show I just mentioned. And then, just the little things with you guys along the way, God, SummerSlam Access 2009, before SummerSlam itself. I didn't go inside for that SummerSlam, but when your little one had that 10 seconds of screen time with Dreamer and Hurricane and whatnot in the lead up to the show, just shit like that. There's so many good moments that he's either directly or indirectly involved with because he's been there for 23 years.
Yeah.
So it's good shit, pal. I love it.
All right. I feel like now that it's down to the two of us, we've reached the end of everything here. So
and with your background, it's perfect time to show next week's show. So there you go.
Yes, let's begin to wind things down. So start running through all these.
Jesus
You
Christ.
can follow Walter, Rage of Wrestling on YouTube, Walter.Cruz.940 on Insta, Walter Alex Cruz on X. You can find me on the Renegade JJ Williams on Insta, ROWJJ Williams and Casa D18 Studio, no S at the end of studio on X, and then Casa D18 Studios with an S for YouTube.
That's right.
I think this is the debut of this one. We've got a new one for James.
Jesus, I am ashamed of myself that both of us sent him that same image.
But you can find him, James Heebman Hebert on Facebook, and then J Hebert Side 95 on X and YouTube. Make sure you check out his documentary for his uncle Gary Hebert, Greatest Coach You Never Heard of.
That's right.
Part 3, hopefully coming before the end of the year.
But after
it was supposed to be here before Cena's retirement, but that didn't happen. So
yeah.
She was just here and is now departed, but follow Datilla, Rangers of Wrestling on YouTube, Rangers of Wrestling on Twitch and Insta, and Datilla _ on X. He was here for Shenanigans and the Watch Along, the original Big G. Instagram original Big G 1988, X, TikTok, and YouTube original Big G1. You've seen him in the chat room tonight. Emmanuel Dominguez is one half of Los Dominguez is Instagram EDM7324. You can find his sister Arlene Dominguez on Insta, and ADM73244 on X. Subscribe to Batty for Wrestling. Join Batty's Army on X, Shadow Bat Ash, and on YouTube, Batty for Wrestling. Follow the Simple Man Noah Foster if you choose, and Foster 1916 on X and on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow the Simply Reliable Studios on X That is the only place where you can vote in the first annual Simply Reliable Studios Awards, which will be presented on our New Year's Eve stream. You've only got a couple of days left to vote on Match of the Year. Female Superstar of the Year went live today. Male Superstar of the Year will go live on Wednesday, and that is the last category to vote for. So 3 categories remain. 2 are up now. 1 will come up on Wednesday. Match of the Year ends on Tuesday. So you've only got a couple days left to get your votes in on that one.
And hey, if you vote for Female Superstar of the Year, or is that one already closed?
No, that one just opened.
Okay.
So you still got some time.
If you vote for that one, you may see your pick get awarded the award by the Bella Twins. Just saying.
That's right.
Just saying.
He was on the pre-show, but follow Corny Fan on X and 12 Ropes on X, hosts of Rock and Ropes. Also follow Dub C Worldwide and Wrestle Collective on YouTube. We had the Advocate of Enochiism and Slick on earlier representing the Wrestle Collective. So make sure you give them a follow. Mr. Meacham.
I need to send you the new one, but this is great for now because it's got the boss, and I love that picture.
Well, I've got that one in here, and I've got this one in here.
That's the one we're going with going forward. So because that's got all the banners on it, so I love it.
Well,
follow me.
you seem to have a new one every week, so you know. I'm not
that
sure
is
which one
Aaron's
I'm going
argument. No gimmick infringement allowed. You can follow me everywhere except YouTube at _ Jeff Meacham. That's X, Instagram, and Threads. Facebook, it's like to keep that the way it is with people that are already on there. And on YouTube, officially relaunching January 5th at Jeff Meacham Network. I'll change that as well. I think you still get there if you say youtube.com/Jeff Meacham. So either way is good. I also, JJ, if I may let you know, you'll be the first to hear it live along with the audience. Meech's Musings will no longer be the Monday show come the relaunch. I have a great graphic that I'm going to debut during our Christmas show. It's going to be Main Street Musings going forward. So, and I figure that's the one show of the week that I do. It's my own thing. It's not wrestling centric or movie centric. It's just me bullshitting. And with me being on Main Street more often than not nowadays, thank you, Disney Experiences. Thank you for that. Main Street Musings works. And I found the font, so it worked even better.
There you go. And speaking of the Christmas show, that will be next Saturday.
Goddamn.
Our 4th annual Christmas karaoke spectacular.
Fucking Mick, dude. I miss all the girls. That's what pops me every year. Every year.
I tried to throw one girl up there to represent for each of us.
Absolutely.
And then you got to have Santa.
Gotta have Santa.
Got to have Santa. And if the girls are wrestlers, then
yes,
Santa has to be a wrestler. And I'm not going to use Balls Mahoney as Santa Claus.
No. And
but we're going to use jolly old St. Nicholas.
That's right. I was able for December. My daily post is, find a reason to smile, be grateful, help when you can, don't be a dick. It's been Santa centric every day this month. Had to go with Mick Foley, but since it was John Cena's day, that's why I went with John up there and did the instrumental of his trumpets because it's sad he's leaving. But
yes,
got my shit in today.
Absolutely. So that is going to wrap things up for this episode of Saturday Shenanigans. We have basically been on the air for the last 11 and a half hours. 10 and a half hours. No, JJ can't math. 10 and a half hours. Because we started at about 1:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And we're pushing midnight.
Yep.
We did the Collision watch along for the C2 tournament.
Yes.
Went right into Saturday night's main event. Virtually no break.
Yeah.
And then went into this with about only a 30-minute break. So.
Oh, yeah. And shout out to Aaron. I thanked him on his stream, but again, thank him for helping me and us and everybody cover the John Cena's career for the last 23 years, dude. Neither of us are sitting here without Aaron. So shout out to the boss man and also Ray Traylor, but our boss man.
Yes. So that is going to wrap up this week's episode of the Shenanigans. I want to give a sincere thank you to everyone who's been a part of the broadcasts these last 8 hours.
Right.
Chris Rotz, Big G, Jordan Carter, aka Slick Flair, DJ from Rock and Ropes, the advocate of Enochiism, Zinta, Datilla, Matty Laws, Josh Mansfield, Statboy Mikey, the regular crew, you, Noah, James, Walter, Big G.
And thank you, sir.
And thank you. Everybody that's been a part of this run here the last 8 hours, it has been an honor and a pleasure to recognize and acknowledge the GOAT. Thank you, Cena.